Alrighty, guys, and hello there, everyone. Welcome to Vault Weekly. This is the 95th edition of the show. I am Branden Plumley, Williams Plum, whatever you want to call me. And joining us, everybody, for this edition of Vault Weekly, we got Luke Jeffers in the house.
Hello, guys. As I'm giving you a new segment coming away on this edition of Vlog Weekly. But of course, I got some things to do after this Vlog Weekly episode is over. Of course, like talking to my friend Len, aka Kitchen Time LV. So let you know about, guys.
And thank you, Luke, for that introduction. We were supposed to have Billy on to the show. But he is nowhere to be found. Although I do have sources. Sorry about the beeping noise. But I have my sources that I think Billy Moody has been kidnapped by the evil Mr. Bucket, because Mr. Bucket did not give him any candy on Halloween. So I think Mr. Bucket is probably spanking him as we speak.
Oh God, help me!
Yeah, laughter on that. But anyway. So that's basically why I don't think Billy's going to be on today. Because even if he wasn't to be on today's show, well, he wants to, do things his way and yada, yada, yada. But on this show, it's my show. And if you're going to be on my show, please understand that, whatever goes on the show. Because it is Vlog Weekly, and this is my 95th show. Only 5 more to go before I hit 100 shows on Vlog Weekly. So I am very excited for what's going to happen on 100. And I'm inviting a bunch of people to tune in for the 100th huge milestone on Vlog Weekly. So, but yeah, so Vlog Weekly number 95. And we got lots of stuff to go over. And as you guys saw the flash briefing that I uploaded on YouTube and on my Facebook page, you guys know that, what you guys saw in the flash briefing is what we're going to do on today's show. So just so you guys know and everything. So Luke, you want to tell everybody about your new show that's going to be coming on very, very soon? And give everybody the details on your new show. That's basically going to be kind of like your show on your YouTube and the show that I'm doing on Twitch, which by the way, guys, I'm gonna say right now, I'm planning on changing the name of the show on my Twitch channel, so I don't really know what it's gonna be yet, but please stay tuned, and I'll give you more details on that. So Luke, go ahead and tell everybody about Creative Times.
Well, folks, Creative Times will be every single Wednesday out, like in 2 weeks, because it'll start premiering on November 14th, 2018 on my main channel, on my Twitch channel, so be prepared. And of course, it's a flash stream on Twitch on Wednesdays, unlike Wednesdays, Wednesdays, we're building the MT-094. Yeah, thank you for my mumbling stuff. It's different. Billy kept Billy, by the way, pulled his pants down. My Creative Time show will be a lot different than that. It's not going to be like pulling his pants down. No, it's not that. His rank video caught him, by the way. It's going to be about a different way to my Friday show. Okay? It's going to be premiering on Wednesdays here on my main channel, on my Twitch channel. And it's going to be rerun on my main channel and on Vimeo and on Internet Archive, so be prepared on that. And of course,
you can also make that available as a playlist on your Twitch channel too.
That too.
And just well, but yeah. So that's gonna be on the Wednesdays, everybody. And I think that your show, Luke, is probably gonna be I think would be better than the one that Billy did on his show, and I'm not criticizing his show, because I'm not here to criticize other people, but yeah, there were some problems with his show that wasn't a huge success, and why his show got, he ended the show, and then he, brought it back as a reboot, and then it just, I think the ratings either tanked or nobody really cared about him in his new, and what his show would be like. So that's why Billy's show did not do really well.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Which is a shame. But you gotta understand, Billy. I mean, I don't think people really do like you as much. You're annoying and you do some really weird things that people don't really think that you're a cool YouTuber. But all I'm saying is, I think with Luke's show, Creative Times on Wednesdays, I think it's gonna be a bit better than what Billy's show because Luke has that creative idea in his brain, just like the creation of FWL, which you guys can see every Friday when this show comes your way, because I think Luke is gonna do Creative Times, do creative things on the show. Not exactly sure what it's gonna be about, but I know that it's gonna be a creative show, and it's gonna probably be the same as a pop culture show like this show and my other show on Twitch. But at the same time, I think Creative Times is gonna have more new stuff than you guys are ever gonna see, and whatever stuff Luke's gonna make exclusive, to that show. I'm sure you guys will find out about it in detail. So Creative Times, guys. Pretty exciting new show.
Yeah, it will be.
So like I said, guys, that's what happened. Billy, and like I said, I think the other problem too about the show is especially that one episode, episode 13, and I think it was gonna be a great episode, but when he snapped at me for no other reason, I decided, well, you know what, I'm gonna leave the show because I think you need to do the show by yourself and let you and Luke do the show without me, because I feel like, that's most disrespecting, that any YouTuber that can do, because this is my 8th year on YouTube, and next year is going to be my 9th, and I'm standing, and like I said, while Billy's show is down the tubes, Vlog Weekly and other stuff are still standing. After, like I said, Vlog Weekly, after like 94 shows, this is the 95th one right now, and of course I'm the only one standing of making great stuff, and Billy, well, like I said, this isn't about competition. It's about making videos and do it with your subscribers, and I think that's very important, for a lot of YouTubers who want to be creative in so many ways, and they just want to do something amazing, do a podcast, do a talk show, do whatever you want to do that's going to excite the fans, excite the audience, and that's what this show is about. It's about all of that, and creativity, should never be forgotten or should never be ignored when doing a live stream like this show or Luke's show. You just have to come up with something that's going to entertain your audience, and not to boss other people around and hurting their feelings whenever they want to come on your show, and then you yell at them because they do something stupid, because you try to help save the stream from going down. And well, that's what happened to Billy's show, and that's why he canceled the show. And I'm sorry that he's not doing his show anymore, but I think this show and your show, Luke, are much more superior than what Billy's show would ever be on Wednesdays. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I maybe agree.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
keep muting the mic.
But this time it's going to be big. But it's going to be exciting. Much better than Wednesday 094. And it's going to be on Twitch. Big time.
But yeah, I mean, so like I said, folks, I mean, and what we do on Vlog Weekly, what I say is what I do, guys. 100%, and you look at it in the description of every episode. 100% pop culture and other things, 0% politics, because we don't discuss any of that on the show, and you probably won't find it on the Luke show. So if you're into politics, then this is not the show for you to hang out and listen to, alright? Because there are other shows out there that you can discuss that, but not on this show, and definitely not on Luke's show, because that's why Luke even had to stop doing trending news of the day, and because of him removing that on his show, I think his viewership is up even more thanks to him getting rid of that trending news of the day. Because people don't need to know about politics, because they don't even care about it as much, and I don't care about it myself, so.
Well, it's a long story. Well, I was originally going to cancel my Friday show, but instead, I just wanted to get rid of the topic, the trend news of the day segment. But that's why I would do it anyway. Yeah, Mike's muted. Yeah.
That I don't get any feedback, but yeah, so everything's working, guys. So I am streaming on Ethernet, so I'm not streaming on Wi-Fi, but I am streaming on Ethernet because it's much more stable than Wi-Fi.
Yeah, mine's having to do with Xfinity, but I have to get rid of it very soon.
Yeah, because when the new Smash Brothers game comes out, guys, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, which is going to be out on the 7th. If you want to play with other people online, if you have a Nintendo Switch Online account, then the best way to play Super Smash Brothers is to plug it in via the Ethernet cable. Because if you play it on Wi-Fi, then you're gonna be able to not be able to play with them, and you're gonna get disconnected, and then you're gonna end up not be able to play with anybody, face a match and all that other stuff. So that's why I always say, whatever internet you have, they always recommend that you use Ethernet, because Ethernet, or LAN cable for short, is what makes all the difference of optimal performance for when you're playing games with other people online, like Smash Brothers Ultimate. And what they don't want you to do on that game is they don't want you to die on purpose, fall off the screen and then kill yourself, and then because they don't really want you to do that, because what it is, basically, number one, you're cheating, and two, if you continue to do that, then you probably end up getting banned, because you ended up killing yourself because people are gonna cheat to win, and because like I said, that's not how online games work. Not supposed to cheat and that other thing. It's about having fun, and if you get beat, you get beat. Like I said, these are talented, experienced Super Smash Brothers gamers out there who really kick your butt, and if they kick your butt, well, hey, don't cry and don't end up, end up killing your character, and then, what, fine, I'm gonna kill myself on the game, and because like I said, if I don't know if you're gonna get banned or not when you do actually do that, but if you do it, then they'll disconnect you in a way, because they don't really want you to really do that, because that's not how the game is supposed to be. It's supposed to be fair for everybody, and that's what Smash Brothers is all about. Keeping it fair.
Agreed, big time.
So that's what it's about. It's about having fun, and and not cheat the victory. Because like I said, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate is gonna be the shining moments of what the game's gonna be, and I think it's just gonna be an awesome game when it comes out on the Switch. So, but like I said, guys, for those of you, when you guys get a copy of Smash Brothers, just do me a huge favor. Try not to cheat. And if you wanna kill yourself or whatnot, or self-destruct as they call it in the game. If you self-destruct in a match, even if you do it on purpose, then they're gonna get you, and you're gonna be disconnected, and you're gonna have that pop-up text telling you that you've been disconnected. And it's not because you lost your internet, it's because they saw what you did, and you don't need to pull that stunt, to self-destruct because that's something, because that's what the games director of Smash Brothers wanted to tell the Nintendo fans, that hey, if you're playing an online match with other people, do not self-destruct, because if you do, then yeah, you're gonna end up, get kicked out of the game and the match. So that's why they don't want you to do that, because it's a serious thing, and they really don't want you to do that. Because the game is not about cheating or anything like that. It's about having fun. Because Super Smash Brothers is a competitive game, and it's probably the most competitive game I've seen. From tournaments, they stream it on YouTube, they stream it on other platforms, and that's why Smash Brothers Ultimate is probably going to be the game that everybody's going to get on the Christmas list, for this holiday season, me included, because I'm very excited for Smash Ultimate. So, like I said, guys, the bottom line is, just, play the game fairly, and don't be a cheapskate, because you're gonna end up self-destructing yourself, and then you're gonna end up self-destruct, and then you're gonna end up getting kicked out of the match, because you do something really stupid that you're not supposed to do, and that's all I gotta say about Super Smash Brothers Ultimate and online gameplay. So just keep it fair and just have fun, and don't be a cheapskate.
Agreed, big time.
So anyway, Luke, before we get to our topic, which is gonna be the Apple keynote that was announced, or that they announced on the 30th of October, because I watched it and you watched it. But before we get into that, Luke, can you tell everybody your experience with Wheel and Jeopardy on the Nintendo Switch, in case if someone wants to get a copy of that game?
Well, I got the Switch copy. Well, I recorded it on my camcorder instead of a GAO, because I don't have time to record it via my GAO, because it has too much lag, and I did my first run of this game, thankfully, and it was $23,000 or $24,000 on the first game of Wheel of Fortune. That was my experience, by the way. I won like 23 to 24,000. Wait, what was that?
Yeah, I gotta mute the mic, obviously. So I apologize about that, guys. So, but yeah, so Wheel and Jeopardy. If you guys didn't get it on PS4, Xbox One, well, you might consider getting the Nintendo Switch version, and see what the game has to offer.
Yeah. However, I got the PS4. I got the Switch copy. That's my only gripe,
Oh. Hold on, guys. I am so sorry. Because I gotta talk to them, and I know I'm in the middle of a stream, but hey. But don't worry about that.
You're fine. You're fine.
Alright, well, they're not even listening to me, so... Anyway, I'm gonna focus on the show, because I don't want to keep getting sidetracked.
Yeah, like whoopie-doo on this BS.
Yeah, I know, but... So anyway, yeah, so... Looks like Billy's not going to be coming on. So, that's okay, Billy, because we really don't want you here anyway. Alright, so...
God.
Oh, I know. That's terrible. Okay, so... now we're going to go over and talk about the Apple keynote. That's going to be the first thing. I know Billy wants to do the former millionaire winner first. We're gonna do things in the order that I choose and what I select on the show, just to be fair for everybody, because again, it's my show. But like I said, this is an entertaining show and it's a fun show. And yes, guys, we're also gonna talk about Chris Kennedy's new site and his new channel, which I believe it's gonna be premiering today. We're going to be talking about that later on. It's retro media vision or retro media whatever.
Yeah.
So we are going to talk about that in detail. But for right now, guys, let's go over. Let's share. Let's open up the thing, and gonna make sure that I turn on that audio mixer. That way, you guys can hear Luke. Okay, and you guys can't hear him. Okay, now you guys wait. No, you guys can't hear him. Okay, so you see, guys, I made a little mistake because it's not picking up the audio from Luke. I don't know why, but it's not picking up the audio. So I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna have to change it. Alright, let me do something here real quick. I know, it's just, yeah, again, it's not picking up your audio, Luke, but it is picking up mine.
Ooh.
Now it's picking up your audio.
Thank God.
I gotta turn you down just a bit, cause you're peaking. But yeah, everybody can hear you, so that's why, guys, I wanted to make sure that I did this before I moved on and share you guys with the screen. Because otherwise, like we did on 93, it did not pick up the audio from Discord, but it picked up the audio from me, and I do apologize about that, guys. I mean, I'm really upset too. It's not the way I wanted to do for Vlog Weekly, and I got really upset about it, so I do apologize on that episode. But it was a fun episode nonetheless. And now, we're going to go ahead and talk about the stuff that they announced at the Apple keynote. So, Luke, you ready for this big topic?
Yes, I'm ready for this big topic. Yeah.
Okay, and you can chime in on this too if you wish. So Apple, guys, they released 3 new things at the Apple keynote on the 30th of October. Or they announced. One is the iPad Pro, which you guys are looking at right now. So that is new. The other thing that they talked about that's new is the new MacBook Air, which is nice and bold and colorful, and now it has that Retina display, which everybody wanted in a MacBook Air. So they finally got what they want with the MacBook Air with Retina. And third, they revised and updated the Mac Mini, which I am using right now and what Luke is using right now. But this is the 2018 model, because me and Luke both have the 2014 model.
Yeah.
And we both have Mojave. This comes with Mojave already installed. So before we talk about the Mac Mini, because I really like the Mac Mini, though it is pricey a little bit, but I really do like the Mac Mini. They did change some things on the Mac Mini that I'm not really happy about, but hey, it's Apple. And if they want to do new things, then they gotta do new things, alright? Nothing bad about it.
Okay.
Alright, so now the iPad Pro. So Luke, can you tell everybody about how exciting this new technology is, and what is your reactions about the iPad Pro?
The iPad Pro is exciting. Well, it has USB-C, and I was like, God help me with these magnets and the pencil. And then 12.6. Wow, this was amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, why not just use magnets and the pencils, and then we get the home screen? Oh, no home screen. We'll get this bull crap. Okay, whatever.
Do you mean the headphone jack?
Yeah, I mean that.
Well, I think for me personally, I really don't mind not having a headphone jack because, like I said, I have Bluetooth headphones right here, the Empower ones, and they work with the iPad. I'm sure it will work with that. But these are Bluetooth, and I know the sound quality on these is not as good as you would get on like a $90, $95 headphones, but these are the starter ones. The ones I want to get are the H4, H5 ones from Empower. Because these are Bluetooth headphones, and since many of us have Bluetooth devices, like a Bluetooth headphone or whatnot, then it's pretty cool that you can listen to music, you can walk around, and let's say you put the iPad Pro down and you still want to move and do things,
Excuse me.
well, that's what Bluetooth headphones can do, and they can deliver good quality. And yeah, they still give you a headphone jack when you do buy Bluetooth headphones, so that way you don't feel like you be cheated out or anything like that. So they do give you what you really need, to give you that listening experience. So for me, not having a headphone jack, I'm okay with that. It may bother other people, but not for me, because I have Bluetooth, and I'd rather buy Bluetooth headphones, because Bluetooth headphones really do last a bit longer than your traditional wired headphones. And the beauty of having a Bluetooth headphone is if you need to replace a 3.5mm headphone jack, you can get them right on Amazon.com, and they sell it. Whoever makes them, bunch of them makes them, so they go on that. So that, the headphones thing. So there you go.
Yeah, by compensation, PBS station from viewers like you. Thank you.
Right here on Toon Freaking Disney. But now, let's go over and talk about the iPad Pro. And see, Luke, I'm trying to get you left because again, I think. By the way, before we begin, I just want to say Family Feud on that one question. Name something or name a food that's been glazed, and I said the most funniest, stupidest answer, and that is Mr. Bucket, because he too gets glazed, and that gooey glazed goodness of a glaze.
I was like, really? And then Mr. Bucket, and I was like, some of these surveys are not there, so I'm like, huh?
But yeah, I didn't know about glazed ham. I should have known about that, because, yeah, ham is what we're going to have for Christmas dinner, but...
I'm just going to have something else with there besides ham, because turkey for Thanksgiving would be good on Kevin's,
Yeah. Alright, so now we got that Family Feud Mr. Bucket glazed donut joke out of the way. Let's go ahead and talk about the iPad Pro, because like I said, I talked about this on Hanging We Met Plum yesterday. Gee, man, you gotta go back to the time machine. You did not do Hanging We Met Plum yesterday. You did it last week. Alright. So that was episode 72.
Yesterday, come on.
Now,
really?
when I do Hanging Women's Plum tomorrow, I'm gonna address some things that I did on that show. I'm not gonna discuss it here on the show today, because I want this to be fun and really joyful for Luke, so that way Luke can have a good time as well as me and everybody else who's enjoying it. So I'll discuss that in detail on the next episode of Hanging Women's Plum tomorrow at 1 p.m., which I believe is episode number 74, because I talked about this and stuff on the 73rd edition, and then anyway, I'll talk more about that on that show, but not on this show right now, because we need to get to the iPad Pro and talk about the MacBook Air and the Mac Mini. So the Mac, see, I did it again. The MacPad Pro. Yeah, hashtag Mac Pro Pad. But MacPad Pro. Oh, the iMac Pad Pro. Yeah, say it 10 times fast.
Oh my God, help me!
So anyway, iPad Pro. This is the 11-inch one. They also come in 12.9-inch.
Good.
So meet the new iPad Pro, which is very cool. And Luke, I know you like this a lot. So, all right. Well, we'll get your opinions and what storage you're gonna get for the iPad Pro. So we're gonna talk to you about that in a bit. But right now we're gonna meet the new iPad Pro.
There we go again.
And it's all new, all screen, and all powerful. Completely redesigned and packed with our most advanced technology. It will make you rethink what iPad is capable of and what a computer is capable of.
Still.
And there you go. The two sizes again, 11-inch, which is beautiful. I think it's the most beautiful looking iPad ever. And I like the wallpaper on this. Luke, do you like the new wallpaper they have on the iPad?
Yeah, I like it.
I think it's beautiful. It's the most beautiful looking thing I have ever seen. Apple really does make good wallpapers. I wish Microsoft can have good wallpapers, but I mean, hey, the new wallpaper on these, I like the 11-inch one. It is stunning.
Yeah,
It looks amazing.
looks amazing. Yep.
The all new screen design means iPad Pro is a magical piece of glass that does everything you need any way you hold it. Alright, next, with new intuitive gestures, getting around is simple.
Yeah.
And that noise can go shut up the door. Anyway, okay, so just swipe up to go home, and that was a loud motorcycle noise. I can't badmouth and use profanity, but anyway. So again, just swipe up to go home, because there's no home button.
Doorbell in the background.
Yeah, I know, it's alright. But yeah, so all you gotta do to go home is just swipe up. So, Luke, what do you think about not having a home button?
Oh, I think you brought me on this one. Like, yeah, hanging with something yesterday. Joke.
Yeah. So
anyway,
and I think the reason they want to get rid of that home button, Luke, is because they want to make the screen, fill the screen up and make it full screen like. And I think that's a really nice thing what Apple has done. Make it full screen. Because iOS 12 is probably the most advanced operating system. And I will have some nitpicks I want to talk about the iPad Pro. My nitpicks, and I'm sure Luke has his own nitpicks besides the headphone jack not being on there. But I have a couple of nitpicks too on the iPad Pro. But hang with me, guys. We're going to talk about that in detail. Because again, this is me and Luke doing this Apple keynote. So me and Luke are going to talk about it because, because like I said, this is going to be entertaining, and yet I'm telling you, this is going to be a fun episode of today's I almost said Hey We Met Plum. Briefly. I caught myself, Luke. I caught myself, so there you go.
It's Plum Weekly.
So anyway, the new liquid retina display goes from edge to edge, true to life color, and full motion technology make everything look gorgeous and feel responsive. You gotta see it and touch it to believe it. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna do the replay of it again. So here's the replay of it. So you see, to go home, you just swipe up and it takes you home.
Wow.
And there you go. So industry-leading color accuracy. I gotta tell you, the iPad Pro has some of the best looking screens you're ever gonna find on a consumer tablet. Would you agree, Luke?
I maybe agree.
All right, true tone, easy on the eyes. I think you're gonna like that too, Luke. I think what's also neat is Face ID. Face ID comes to the iPad. It's engineered for secure unlock, and it works seamlessly whether you hold it in portrait or landscape. So, Luke, your thoughts about having Face ID on a iPad tablet?
Well, Face ID is bits and pieces getting ready to be my thing. Some of it can be awesome, but I think it'll be something I need about it. I never tried Face ID before, in my opinion.
Exactly. All right. It's the world's most secure facial authentication, in a tablet.
Oh my.
In a computer. Yeah, I know. It's hard for me to say that.
Yeah.
Use Face ID to unlock your iPad Pro, log in the apps, and pay with a glance. And I think that's going to be an awesome feature. So when you buy something on iTunes or you use Apple Pay, this new thing is just going to... I'm telling you, you don't have to worry about shopping online or doing iTunes stuff, because Face ID is a revolutionary piece of product. And it's the one password that you can't forget. And that is so true to my heart, because, yeah, it's one password that everybody doesn't need to forget. So, okay, so here's how it works with the Face ID and how you pay things with an Apple Pay. So I'm gonna go ahead and replay it. So as you guys are seeing this, I'm gonna do a commentary.
Okay.
So as you see, you swipe up and you confirm with the Face ID, and then it's done. It's simple. It's just a snap. So I think everybody's gonna really enjoy that feature, on buying things on online from that supports Apple Pay or iTunes. If you want to buy that new movie like Christopher Walken, that's available, and I love that movie. And I think I'm gonna do a mini review of that on the next episode of World Weekly number 96. So I'm telling you guys right now, I'm gonna give you a spoiler alert. This review of Christopher Walken, it is not getting an F. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. It's not getting an F because you know why? Because this movie is I'm telling you, you just have to wait and see. You're gonna have to wait for my review on that on episode 96. Because I'm telling you, this movie is freaking incredible, and I'm gonna talk about that on World Weekly number 96. It's just unbelievable. I mean, oh man, I'm telling you, episode 96 is going to be a great episode too. See, I want to talk about it on today's show, but this is the big topic of the iPad. So you see, Billy, this is why I do the topics my way and the things that I do, and not because I'm telling you, this is what the show needs to be. All right.
Yeah.
So now, A12X Bionic is the smartest, most powerful chip we've ever made. It has the newer engine, which runs 5 trillion operations per second and enables advanced machine learning. Sorry about the beeper noise once again. That's the smoke detector. Translation, it's faster than most PC laptops, I think. Runs pro apps like Adobe Photoshop CC. That's coming to the iPad in 2019. So, Luke, your thoughts about Photoshop CC coming to iPad?
Wait, what now?
What are your thoughts about Adobe Photoshop CC coming to the iPad next year?
It was exciting, big time.
Exactly. Alright. So now, let me go ahead and still try to do this here.
Yeah, as I heard that button in the background.
So let's switch over now, and it says, put all that power to work by multitasking with just a few swipes, work on a creative project, message with a friend, search the web for inspiration, and make a FaceTime call all at the same time. Yes, that's what I love about this, and yeah, multitasking.
Great.
Like I said, creative project. That's what I do every day with PowerPoint. On Mac OS, Mojave, because I'm creative in so many ways, guys. I'm telling you.
Agreed.
Because I also use the Mac OS to create the new logo for Wear One, and and it was all thanks to PowerPoint actually. And with that new logo going to be a permanent thing in 2019, everybody likes the new Wear One logo. Heck, they even like the Wear One logo I did for 2017-18. With that Nets font that I use. Everybody loves that because it's just, because I want to make Wear One something, I mean, without destroying the image. And I know that I can talk about this on the show, but all I'm saying is I just want to make Wear One like how I would treat Localcast, but not destroy the image because it's Wyans, baby, and I don't want to screw up Wear One in a way that it's gonna end up destroying the image, and then I'm gonna get criticized because I'm taking Wear One to a whole new direction. But that's not how I do things with Wear One, because I have that like I said, I am inspired, unlike what everybody else seems to do on Wear One, because we have so many talented people at Wear One, and they work their butts off, and they really yeah, me too. But I really think, Wear One is just something creative and something fun and something that's magical. Because Wear One is about magical and doing unique things, that inspires me to be creativity. Just like you, Luke, with your projects and stuff. And I think creativity doesn't hurt. I think creativity is what everybody needs, because we don't lack of that creativity. We need creativity, to make the world a happy place and all that other thing. And that's something that's truly near dearly to me personally.
Agreed.
So there you go. So anyway, so now let's go ahead and switch over. The A12X Bionic delivers 2 times faster graphics, which makes the iPad Pro the perfect machine for augmented reality and great way to play immersive games. Reality just got really fun. Now, Luke, I think you can. I think. Well, you can chime in on what I'm gonna say, but I think the thing that I was upset the most when I watched the keynote when they talk about the iPad Pro, they kind of mocked and made fun of the my favorite game system from Microsoft called the Xbox One S, because I think the Xbox One S is a truly amazing gaming machine. Because I had problems with the Xbox One, but the Xbox One S to me is like the greatest. It's like the greatest gaming machine that I've seen. It improves a lot of ways that the original couldn't do, and well, I know that's a minor nitpick, but I do applaud Apple for what they're doing and what they're trying to do with the iPad Pro, because iPad Pro is going to be the most amazing way to play these games. Play console-like quality games on a mobile device. So for them to make fun of the Xbox One S, it really hurts my feelings in a way, because I love the Xbox One. I think it's an amazing system, and I think this is a huge hit for Microsoft. And the iPad Pro just might be the next best thing for playing console-like gaming. So Luke, what do you gonna say about this?
Sometimes it really does not hurt my feelings. It does. I am an Apple fanatic since 2005, and Microsoft since 1998. And I don't care which ones we're gonna be choosing, which ones, but that's just me. But to hurt my Xbox One's feelings, I don't even care. But that's just a thought of what's gonna happen next to football, Adobe, baseball, basketball, Adobe, etc., etc. But that's why I am here to see what happens here.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the Xbox One S, because again, Xbox One has amazing games. I know we're going off topic, guys, but like I said, just they make a lot of great games on Xbox, and we got that new Spyro game available on the Xbox One for the first time ever. Kingdom Hearts 3 is coming to Xbox One for the first time. Wheel and Jeopardy, I think that's like the best way to play Wheel and Jeopardy besides the PS4, which is another amazing system, and I love the PS4 to death. Xbox One is probably the way to go to play Wheel and Jeopardy, because Xbox One has an amazing lineup of games. And it's just, like I said, based on your preference and what kind of taste you like in video games. For me,
Yeah.
I like platformers. I like, racing. Racing's my huge favorite. I love racing games to death, especially arcade racers. I'm not into, like, strategy stuff. I do like a little RPG, and I'm not really a sports kind of player. Although I do like NHL 18 and all that other stuff, but and first-person shooters, you can't forget about that. And
Yeah.
I think what we really need to see on an iPad Pro is maybe a new Halo game on the iPad Pro, or something unique, and because I think the iPad Pro really kicks some serious butt when it comes to gaming, and I think the iPad 6 might be a decent way to play games at the $329 price point. But with that A12X Bionic chip that's inside, I think it's just going to make gaming much more appealing, because we play games on our tablets. Heck, I play games on my Fire tablet, and I really like how we're using our tablets. Whether it's creativity or just playing games, and tablets and gaming, they're slowly catching up, and gaming on a tablet, I'm telling you, the iPad Pro is going to kick some serious butt when it comes to playing these console-like quality games that I think, and I will agree with Apple. It's going to be it's just going to be as powerful as the Xbox One S. I think it has that same Xbox One brain as the iPad Pro. So like I said, I mean, that's pretty much all I gotta say at that point. Again, so I'm gonna keep it short and simple. iPad Pro is gonna be an amazing little device to play console-like gaming, and that's it.
And story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now moving on is the new Apple Pencil. Luke, your thoughts about the new Apple Pencil?
Wow. Just wow. I really like to write stuff in the new Apple Pencil. It just so happens that I'm going to get this new iPad Pro. So, my thoughts on this, it was kind of amazing. And that's how I want to write or draw things via notes, you know? Just
Well, I can tell you, Luke, and I know this is going to upset a lot of people, but the new Apple Pencil does not support the old iPad. So if you have an iPad Pro or even the iPad 6th Gen, this will not work with those iPads because they did something new to the Apple Pencil. So are you okay with that, Luke?
I'll be okay with that.
Okay.
But as far as new iPad Pros, well, I can tell you, I plan on buying it, but only 1 terabyte.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about that in a little bit.
That's fine.
Anyway, back to the topic here. Change tools with a double tap. I don't know. Is it that button? Yeah. Okay. And this one says attach magnetically for pairing and charging. I think that's my favorite thing, Luke, about the new Apple Pencil is that it attaches to the iPad Pro nice and securely for pairing and charging. I think that's really going to come in handy. Because no longer, Luke, does this Apple Pencil have that lightning thing that you plug in to charge the thing. Because I think what everybody called the iPad Pro and the Apple Pencil, the old one, it's like a I don't know if it's kind of like, you know, having the Apple Pencil's lightning cable plugged in, and it's like a sword or a dagger. It's like, you know, everybody's like calling the Apple Pencil like a dagger and use it as a, you know, it's like a dagger light thing when you have the Apple Pencil charge on the lightning cable, lightning port on it, and then it's like oh, you're holding an iPad Pro and it's like a dagger, you know, but this one doesn't have that, so that's one flaw that they got rid of, which I'm very happy. You know, because everybody wants to because you know what, losing the Apple Pencil is not a good idea, because if you lose the Apple Pencil, then you have to buy another one, and that can be pricey. And so for them having this Apple Pencil to magnetize on your iPad, I think it makes a lot of sense, and that way there's no excuse on losing an Apple Pencil. Absolutely no
excuse whatsoever.
Apple Pencil now responds to your touch. With a double tap, you can quickly change brushes or switch to the eraser without interrupting your flow. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Alright, so I'm gonna show the replay one more time. So as he's doing it, he's double tapping and he's getting the eraser. So that is really neat. For you drawers out there, yeah, this is going to be an essential tool to have. Yes, I agree. And it attaches magnetically to pair and charge. In other words, it's a snap.
Still.
Alright, the all-new Smart Keyboard Folio provides a great typing experience and elegant front and back protection. We think it's just your type. Sorry, we had to. Ha! Very funny, Apple. Yeah, we think it's just your type. Sorry, we had to. That's all right. Now here's my little nitpick with the iPad Pro. I mean, I'm happy that it's on the iPad Pro, but in kind of ways, I'm kind of gonna nitpick on this a little bit. The USB-C, for the first time ever on an Apple iPad device, USB-C gives you high performance connection and accessories like an external display or camera. You can even charge your phone with it. So Luke, your thoughts about USB-C?
It's awesome, in my opinion.
Yeah. I think it's neat too, Luke, having a USB-C because millions of us have USB-Cs. The new phones are getting USB-C. And for them to get rid of the lightning cable and to go to USB-C, I think it's going to make a huge difference, especially when you want to hook it up to a portable monitor that has a USB Type-C, or any kind of a monitor that has USB-C functionality. Being able to hook it up to an external display means a lot of difference for a USB-C.
Great.
But what I'm not happy though about, and now this is my nitpick with the USB-C on this. I was really hoping that you could use USB-C devices like a portable SSD, for storage expansion, or something, or for example, if you have photos and videos you have that you have personally, and you want to play them back on the iPad. Well, there's just no way you can do it because I think iOS 12 and the Files app does not allow the customers to use a portable SSD. So if they want to look at the photos and videos, then they won't be able to do it with this because it restricts them from having that functionality, and that kind of makes me mad because I have tons of photos and stuff that I have on an SSD, and I want to be able to play it back on the iPad, because the iPad Pro has an amazing screen, and for that to not be on the iPad Pro, that kind of hurts my feelings in a way, because I was really hoping they would add that, because heck, they make USB-C thumb drives, that's out of USB-C. SanDisk makes one, Western Digital makes one, and I think this would be a great solution, but no. Now we don't have a way that we can have our photos and videos, that's stored on an SSD, and you can play them back on the iPad. So that's my only nitpick. And I think, like I said, Luke, you can agree, disagree, whatever. But like I said, that's my only nitpick I have to say with the iPad Pro. I really wish there was a way of storage expansion, because that's what the iPad lacks. Well, that's what the iPad lacks, is storage expansion. I don't know about you, Luke, but for me, storage expansion is something we need in a tablet, because Android tablets have memory expansion, just like the Pixel Slate. They both have that memory expansion, and that's really nice because you're paying a premium price to get a awesome looking tablet, and you want to be able to use it and never have to worry about one out of storage, and that's very important. But I'm sure if you get a 1 terabyte iPad Pro, then you don't have to worry about it. If you don't store a lot of videos or anything like that, then yeah, 1 terabyte is fine for certain people. But if they can't afford the high price tag, then yeah, they may want to, invest something. Try to figure out how we can look at our favorite photos and look at, watch videos, personal videos, and watch it on this gorgeous iPad screen. Because Apple's known for having that killer feature, and that's the screen, and it looks nice, and it looks awesome. So that's my only nitpick, is not having storage expansion. But I have heard if you download a third-party file manager app, then I'm sure you will be able to use your SSD or your thumb drive that uses USB-C and be able to look at the files you got stored on the device. So as of right now, all I'm telling you is there's no way you can use storage expansion on the Files app. But Apple does say that any third-party file manager app will let you use the feature, and that's really cool because if not, then what gives,
Yeah, what gives this bullcrap?
But like I said, look, I can say that Apple. I will say that if you want to use a USB-C flash storage, because again, SanDisk makes one. I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna be jumping on the bandwagon and making a USB Type-C thumb drive for the iPad Pro. And like I said, you can use well, anyway, I know I'm being a little bit too critical, but what I'm saying is, Apple did say that third parties will be able to, for you to use your USB-C thumb drive, and then you can do it that way, and then you can have storage. That way. I mean, if you don't want to back up your iPad Pro, but you want to look at the photos and videos you have on there, then that's something you need. So you can't do it on the Files app, but you can do it on the third-party Files app.
Yeah.
Just find it on the App Store and look at the ones that you can get, because again, buying that USB-C really makes all the difference. And I am so happy to see USB-C on this device. I'm happy, you're happy, Luke, everybody's happy.
Still.
And now I gotta take a sip because my fork's getting dry.
Oh my.
That's what happens, Luke.
Yeah, once
so anyway.
The end.
Alright, so now iPad Pro has 2 great cameras equipped with a smart HDR 12 megapixel camera for stunning photos, 4K video, document scanning, and AR experience, and a 2-depth camera perfect for portraits, selfies, FaceTime, and emoji, and memoji, or memoji, whatever.
Okay.
At just over £1, it's more portable than ever. Connect on the go with fast Wi-Fi and gigabit class LTE with up to 10 hours of battery life. So Luke, Wi-Fi only or LTE or 4G LTE gigabit?
I'll just say Wi-Fi only for me. I don't.
Yeah, because LTE, Luke, means you have to have 4G coverage from like AT&T or anything like that. So Wi-Fi only would probably be the best choice, I think.
Yeah.
Would you say, Luke?
Yeah, agreed, big time.
That's a look at the new iPad Pro. It's the biggest change to iPad since iPad. And voila, we come to the end of the iPad Pro.
Wow.
So, overall, guys, this is amazing. The iPad Pro is one revolutionary tablet, and everybody's gonna love this thing. I'm telling you, iPad is an emotional device, and it just makes you be more creative and just have fun with it. It's the most emotional piece of device that I have ever seen, because that's how cool this tablet really is. It gives you that motion to where, because Apple treats you really, really, they want to treat you to have a premium device that you're going to use every day, and it's going to make you happy, and be creative and have fun with it, and they want you to take it home, be amazed, and they don't want you to think that it's going to be a piece of crap, because it's not. Because iPad is a solid piece of hardware. It has a solid hardware, solid operating system. Just everything you want in an iPad is what makes it really, really cool. And to me, iPad is still the best way, I think, for having these great apps and stuff that people use every day. So you see, guys, the iPad Pro has a solid hardware, solid software, and all that good stuff. So iPad Pro is easily the one to beat.
The one to beat.
So now let's go over to the tech specs. So let me go down. So it comes in 2 11-inch and 12.9-inch. So
wow.
I know that you're gonna have a hard time figuring out what kind of tablet you want. 11-inch or 12.9-inch.
Yeah.
The capacity for both starts at 64 gigabyte, 100. Oh wait, no, not 128. 64 gig, 256, 512 gigabyte, and what you want, Luke, is the whopping 1 terabyte.
Yes, I want
1 terabyte. So what you get, Luke? If you're gonna get the Wi-Fi only model, which I recommend you do get, is the one that's gonna have Wi-Fi. If you get the Wi-Fi and cellular, that means it's gonna be on AT&T or Verizon or whatever. So there you go on that.
Yep.
So what you get in the box, you get an iPad Pro, a USB-C charge cable, and 18-watt USB-C power adapter. And again, these have an incredible display, liquid retina display, 11-inch diagonal LED with IPS technology, which is awesome. On the 11-inch one, you're looking at 2388 by 1668. That's good for 264 ppi. The 12.9-inch one has 2732 by 2048 pixels, and that is at 264 ppi. So pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
They both have ProMotion technology. They both have wide color display. They both have two-tone display. They both have fingerprint resisted coding, which is nice. They both have fully laminated display. They both have the coding, 1.8% reflective, and they both have 600 nits of brightness. So that's pretty good. It has the A12X Bionic chip with a 64-bit architecture, newer engine, embedded M12 core processor. Again, this has a 12-megapixel camera, f1.8 aperture, digital zoom up to 5 times, 5-element lens, quad LED two-tone flash, panorama. Panorama, excuse me, sorry. Panorama, up to 63 megapixels. Sapphire crystal lens cover, backside aluminum sensor, hybrid IR filter, autofocus with focus pixels. Tap to focus with focus pixels, blah blah blah. Live photos and stabilization, wide color capture for photos and live video, improved local tone mapping, exposure control, noise reduction. Oh my god, smart HDMI, HDMI, what? Okay, smart HDR for photos, auto image, I know, I screwed that up badly, Luke, I'm sorry. Auto image stabilization, burst mode, timer mode, photo geotagging, image formats like JPEG, and of course, Mr. Bucket is included. Nah, just kidding. Alright, next up. I know. I had to throw that Mr. Bucket joke in there. Sorry about that. Anyway. I know, Luke, that was funny. I must admit, it was funny. Alright, 4K video recording at 30 or 60 frames, so that's cool. 60 frames per second on 4K. Awesome. 1080p HD video recording at 60 frames or 30 frames. 720p only at 30 frames. Quad LED two-tone flash, slow-mo video support for 1080p at 120 frames, and 720p at 240 frames. Time-lapse video with stabilization, cinematic video stabilization, 1080p, 720p. Continuous autofocus video, noise reduction, 8-megapixel still photos while recording at 4K. Playback zoom, video geotagging, video formats, H.264, HVEC, and it also has a mode where Bonnie streams your name and says, I love you, you love me, blah, 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 blah. But that's not really a feature because Apple doesn't have that yet. I know, Luke. I got you good on that one. I got you good on that one, Luke. Anyway, this has a 7-megapixel photos, the 2-depth camera. Portrait mode, portrait lighting, Animoji, Memoji, whatever. 1080p HD video recording at 3060, like I said before. Retina flash, f2.2 aperture, smart HDMI, all that other good stuff. Burst mode, yeah. Video calling, FaceTime video, iPad to any FaceTime-enabled device over Wi-Fi or cellular. FaceTime audio, again, iPad to any FaceTime-enabled device on Wi-Fi or cellular. 4-speaker audio for the speakers. 5 microphones for calls, video recording, and audio recording. That is awesome. So if you do get this look on Wi-Fi, it's Wi-Fi 802.11 ABGN and AC. You get dual band support from 2.45 gigahertz with MIMO. That's awesome. Bluetooth 5, awesome. Like we talk about on Bluetooth headphones, awesome. So you get Wi-Fi calling, eSIM, and cellular data, blah, blah, blah. Nobody would need that unless if they're going to go for trips and vacations and all that other stuff. Nano SAM, digital compass, Wi-Fi, iBeacon, blah blah blah, Face ID, 3-axis gyro, accelerometer, barometer, ambient light sensor, Face ID you use to unlock the iPad. It has a true depth camera that's been enabled for facial recognition, secure personal data. Awesome. Made purchases from the iTunes Store, Apple Books, and Apple Store. Huge thumbs up because I like because like I said, buying books is awesome. Buying stuff on the iTunes Store, awesome. Buying apps and games from the App Store, mega awesome.
Mega awesomeness!
Exactly. Pay with your iPad using Face ID with apps on either the web. Okay, no, wait, I gotta read it again. Pay with your iPad using Face ID within apps and on the web. Send and receive money and messages. Okay. Has Siri voiced included. USB-C. All models have 10 hours of battery life. That is used from the web, on Wi-Fi, watching video, or listening to music. Charging via the power adapter or USB-C, the computer system, which is going to be slow. Up to 9 hours if you have the cellular model, which, why 9 hours, Apple? I mean, why not 10 hours? So you see, Luke, if you get the cellular model, you're going to lose 1 hour of battery life.
Which, hey to the no.
And this has iOS 12, which is the most personal and advanced mobile operating system of the planet, with powerful new features that help you get the most out of everyday use of the iPad and iPhone and all that other goodness. And that's iOS 12. So, Luke, you love iOS 12.
I love it. I got it on my iPad mini.
Yeah, iOS 12 is the greatest thing out there.
Yeah.
So you do get apps like camera, photos, Apple Music, especially Music Player, which has Apple Music. So if you guys have Apple Music, you'd be walking and rolling on an Apple Music. Yep, and you can listen to all the great songs on Apple Music, like AC/DC, Three Doors Down, Lifehouse, and all that other good bands that I personally enjoy. Alright, so Luke, what apps do you like on the iPad?
I like messages, FaceTime, music.
As I'm gonna open up my Pokemon.
iTunes Store, App Store, books. I like notes the same way. That's what I like, you know?
Yeah. Well, for me, Luke, I really want to try it out on the iPad.
Oh,
I want to try out the Photos
TV,
app.
You know?
I want to see how good the Photos app is on the iPad.
Yeah. Yeah.
The File Manager is good, but like I talked about earlier, the USB-C, thumb drive compatibility, or being able to use a USB-C thumb drive, it's not possible.
It's not possible
because Apple restricts you from doing that, and I don't know why. But like I said, again, you have that memory expansion on Android tablets, and you also have it on the Pixel Slate, which has which has memory expansion. So I mean, why not have it on an iPad? I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
So the free apps you get from Apple, Pages, which is a Word document similar to Microsoft Word. Numbers to do your spreadsheets, or use it for like your on-camera ones of Wheel of Fortune and all that other stuff that requires accurate number crunching. Well, Numbers can do it for you, and that's like Microsoft Excel. And Keynote, which I am surprised. I'm really liking Keynote on macOS Mojave. I really like having Keynote on Mojave. It's actually really cool. That's kind of like PowerPoint. Again, PowerPoint is like still my favorite presentation software ever. GarageBand for making music. I don't use Garage. Well, I do use Garage. You know, I'm actually going to start using GarageBand to make music now. So I think that, you know what? Having GarageBand actually made sense. Because I was going to uninstall it on my Mac Mini, but you know what? This will come in handy one day when I want to make my music and stuff. So GarageBand is really, really cool. Especially on the iPad.
Very cool.
And Mac OS.
So it's iMovie, which I make.
iMovie's on there too, and for you know, making home movies and be creative. Yeah, iMovie. You know, Luke. You know what would be really great on the iPad Pro?
What is it?
Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, it should be.
And Adobe Premiere Pro CC on an iPad Pro. That would be really neat, Luke. If they have Final Cut Pro and Adobe Premiere Pro CC running on the iPad Pro, because the iPad Pro has the potential to be a great video editing thing for us, you know, creativity people who like to create films and create a lot of unique things, you know, like on YouTube, especially Chris Kennedy with his new show that's going to be coming up, and we're going to talk about that too on the show as well. So stay tuned, guys.
Stay tuned for more details of that right here on To Disney.
Freaking Disney, yes. Alright, so Apple Store trailers, the remote, that's neat if you have an Apple TV. Clips and shortcuts, okay? So you can use this on Mac and PC, Mac OS or later, Windows 7 or later, Windows 10 is the best, 12.8 or later, and 12.9 or later on PC. And you can get it from iTunes.com, or you can get it on the Microsoft Store to get iTunes. Alright, well, we're not gonna go over that because I felt like I've been talking way too much on the iPad Pro and blah 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 blah, because we need to get into our other thing, and that's the MacBook Air. Wow. See, look, a lot of talking, and I'm not ready yet.
Yeah, it's been over an hour since we iPad Pro. I'm like, what the hey, man?
Oh, I know, right? I know. Alright, so that is the iPad Pro, and overall, I'm really happy with the iPad Pro. I think it's nice. The screen's nice. And it is drop dead gorgeous. That's how beautiful this iPad Pro is. It is stunning.
It's stunning, yeah.
But again, my nitpick for right now is not being able to expand the storage and use that storage to you know, to view your photos, your music, your videos, and all that other thing. Unless if you get a third-party app, then I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah,
that is the iPad, the new iPad Pro, 11-inch and 12.9-inch. Alright, next up is the MacBook Air. This one was announced at the keynote, and this looks amazing as well. A-I-R spells Air. Exactly.
Wait, you click iPad Pro by accident.
Wait, what does it say? Lightness strikes again. Okay. Wow, I'm like, wait, lightness or lightness? What? Okay. Oh, I know. Well, okay. Anyway, lightness strikes again. The most loved Mac is about to make you fall in love with it all over again. Available in silver, space gray, and that awesome shiny gold. The new thinner and lighter MacBook Air features a brilliant Retina display, Touch ID, the latest generation keyboard, which everybody hates the new keyboard, and I'm sorry to hear that, for some of you who don't like Apple's new keyboard. Touch ID, brilliant Retina display, Touch ID, the latest generation keyboard, which everybody hates, Force Touch trackpad. The iconic wedge is created from 100% recycled aluminum, making it the greenest Mac ever. And with an all-day battery life, the MacBook Air is perfectly portable and do-it-all notebook. So, Luke, what are your thoughts about the MacBook Air?
Awesome, in my opinion. It's one of the best
indeed.
notebooks in the history.
Yeah, because I think everybody really wanted. I think everybody really wanted the MacBook Air. Well, the people that complained about the MacBook Air, I think many people really wanted the fact that they wanted to see Retina, have a Retina display instead of that not so good looking screen display. But to have Retina on a MacBook Air, that really solves most of all issues. All players actually.
Yeah.
Having a Retina display because it looks amazing on the MacBook Air. So I'm glad that they got the Retina display on the MacBook Air for the first time ever since it was introduced in 2008, I think, from Apple when Steve Jobs was doing the keynote thing.
Yep. Still.
So anyway, with a resolution of 2560 by 1600 of over 4 million pixels, the results are positively jaw-dropping. Images take on a new level of detail and realism. Text is so sharp and clear you feel like you're reading documents, email, and websites on a printed page. And with 48% more colors than the previous generation, everything you see is rich and vibrant. The display The display glass goes right to the edge, and the enclosure making the borders 50% thinner than before. So you can focus on what's on your screen, and you're going to love what you're going to see. Or should I say, and you're going to love what you see. Sorry, Luke, if I had to bring out that gas fault joke, because I said, what did I say? 48% more. Wait, no, that's not it. Crap. Now I forgot what I said. Okay, I said the display gas instead of glass. So I said 48% more colors than the previous generation. Everything you see is rich and vibrant. The display gas goes right to the edge, and I meant to say glass, not gas. So display gas, it has that stinky fart sound. Alright, well we gotta do that. Alright, I'm gonna play this right now. Yep, there you go. And sad trombone. There's your sad trombone, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I got full aggro, everybody. So, yeah, I'm using sound effects today on Vlog Weekly. So, I made a fart joke today. Okay, enough of the fart jokes. Now let's go over and talk about Touch ID. Your fingerprint is your password. So that's really cool. The advanced security and convenience of Touch ID are now built right into your MacBook Air. Simply place your finger on the Touch ID sensor, and just like that, your Mac unlocks. Use your fingerprint to immediately access locked documents, notes, and system settings without entering yet another password. Online shopping is even easier. Select Apple Pay at checkout with just one touch, and you're done. No need to enter your shipping or billing info, and your card details are never shared. That is a huge 1,000,000,000% awesome, because nobody needs to have that when they want to do their online shopping. The MacBook Air is going to be the safest and easiest way to do your shopping, and do it safely and more secure, because that's what Apple does that nobody else seems to do. And that's why I like Apple, because of that feature. Really nice. Good job, Apple. Luke, what do you say about that?
Good.
Yeah, I gotta make a soundbite out of that. Speaking of which, so I think that's really cool. Yeah, because like I said, many of us are gonna do all holiday shopping this season. Many of them are gonna be doing shopping for Christmas, and that's gonna be a great way to do your shopping on a MacBook Air. Because again, you want to be secured in any way. Well, I'm telling you, iPad is your best friend, and now your MacBook Air is going to be your best friend when it comes to that. And again, your private information stays private, because that's what Apple does best, and that's privacy. Privacy is the biggest concern, especially with Windows 10 and a lot of operating systems. But you don't have to worry about a MacBook Air and Mac OS, because again, it keeps you safe, and you can do your shopping safely and securely. And that's how it should be.
And
Alright.
now the should be the doom, the doom, the doom, the doom. Moving on.
Wow. Yeah, I'm sure Luke's gonna be not happy about. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. Apple T2 security chip. MacBook Air features the Apple T2 security chip. Second generation custom matched silicon designed by Apple to make the MacBook Air even more secure. So when you use Touch ID to unlock your Mac, authenticate a document or pay a merchant online, your information stays safe. And with on-the-fly data encryption, all your data is stored on the SSD, which SSD is the fastest thing you ever get. And it's automatically and fully encrypted, and thanks to the T2 security chip, a familiar voice comes to the MacBook Air, and that's, "Hey Siri, I want to have a date with you. I love you." Okay. Hey Siri is always ready to open apps, find documents, play music, and answer your questions. So Luke, what do you think about that Hey Siri thing?
It was a joke. I mean, I was gonna almost throw that thing.
That was funny, Luke. Really? Yeah, I know. That was funny, Luke. When I say Hey Siri, I wanna have a date with you.
Yeah, that, and I was gonna throw that. Like, come on, seriously.
I know. Hey, entertainment, Luke. Entertainment. That's what Vlog Weekly is all about. It's about entertainment.
Entertainment.
Yep. All right, keyboard. So, Luke, this is what many people are complaining about the new MacBook Air, and I'm sure you can chime in on this. The redesigned keyboard from A to Z. Many people are not liking the new keyboard. I don't know why, but many people are not liking the new keyboard.
Holy crap. See, I'm going to show you what keyboard I got right in this 2014 keyboard. This is the keyboard I got back in 2014. That's the keyboard I bought. But this one, seriously, what happened here?
And is that a Bluetooth or is that wired?
Wired, yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, Luke, they do have a new Apple keyboard for the Mac Mini, that comes in space gray.
Oh, okay.
And it's wireless, but it doesn't have the numeric keypad. Now, if you want to still get the numeric keypad, Luke, a company called Macally, Macally, they make a Bluetooth keyboard that works with your computer because it is a Mac, because it has the Mac keys and stuff. It has the Command, Option, Control, and FN key. You can actually get one of the Bluetooth keyboards, and you don't have to spend a lot of money because you pay half the price of what Apple charges for Apple keyboards.
Yeah, I know.
Especially the keyboards that have rechargeable lithium-ion. That's what I would get, Luke, instead of buying it that have batteries that you have to keep buying, and then you're wasting money. Get yourself one of those keyboards that have rechargeable lithium-ion, because it makes a lot of difference, and it saves you, the customer, money on ever buying new batteries.
It makes sense whatsoever. Yeah, it'll be good enough.
Alright, so back to the Apple Pencil. And you guys saw Luke Jeffers for the first time. Isn't he neat, guys? He wants to meet Siri. Okay.
Oh, God!
No. Anyway, alright, back on topic. The latest generation MacBook Air features a butterfly mechanism. So that's what everybody is hating, Luke. This new butterfly thing that's on the keyboards. And like I said, some people like the butterfly mechanism, but everybody else just doesn't like that feel. They wanna feel like they're typing, and they want to do their typing for whether they do a blog post on Tumblr, or doing a Facebook, or doing whatever. And they are complaining about that butterfly mechanism. So Luke, what do you guys say about the criticism about that?
Stupid.
Joker. Yeah, you hit it big.
Right,
you hit it
now. Big. I don't get the point where it gets keyboard as much as I got with this huge keyboard I got from 2014. But this,
Yeah.
seriously?
Well, this is a new keyboard. Like I said, look, me personally, I don't know if I don't like I said, I don't have a new keyboard, so I can't really give you my my response because I have never used a butterfly mechanism keyboard. So if I really like it, then I think I'm gonna enjoy it. But if I don't, then I might stick with getting like a all-in-one keyboard from like a Logitech, or get me something that still has these excellent keys that I can type, and not have to worry about about it, and not having that nasty gunk on those keys, because that's what I hate about the keyboards.
I
Is
hate
if you get nasty stuff in there, if you put like, if whatever junk you put on the keyboard, and then it sticks for some reason, and yeah, so I'm not a huge fan of that. It really upsets me.
Though I just really think, well, as you saw in that commercial before, you see that I saw a commercial about when people, as seen on TV commercial about some people clean up the keyboard, clean up everything in the dust, clean up the electronics, every single thing in your space, and that of course I'm talking about this gooey squishy thing. And that helps you clean up this mess,
And I've been streaming for an hour and 26 minutes. Yay! On Ethernet.
Yay!
Okay, so now, so this has providing 4 times more key stability than a traditional scissor mechanism. So that's what everybody likes, is the scissor mechanism instead of the butterfly. Because it does sting like a bee. Along with a greater comfort and responsiveness, an individual LED backlit keyboard. That's actually quite nice, Luke, having a backlit LED keyboard. That's actually quite nice. With ambient light sensor, help you type in low light environments. That's actually a good thing. Force touch Force touch trackpad. I was gonna say Force touch ID. Like what? Okay. Anyway, the Force touch trackpad lets you interact with your Mac in a variety of ways based on subtle differences in pressure. You have precise control and a uniform response. No matter what you click the trackpad, as long as... No, not yet. Well, hang on, guys. I'm gonna be right back with you. I gotta go do something real quick, and we'll continue on. And we'll continue, everybody. So stick around.
Well, folks, I don't know how long it's gonna take. This will happen. As far as you might know, well, while we're waiting on Branden to get back, there are some things going on with this new segment coming up. You might gonna love it, but it has to do with reaction videos. But just saying.
Sorry guys, I had to do something. It was very important. So I had to do that. So I'm sorry guys if I had to step out.
Yeah, you're
don't worry,
fine.
Guys. We're back on track. Okay, so I'm going to read it again. The Force Touch trackpad lets you interact with your Mac in a variety of ways based on subtle differences in pressure. You have precise control and a uniform response no matter where you click the trackpad, as well as plenty of room for multi-touch gestures like pinch and zoom. Your fingers will feel right at home. 20% larger on the multi-touch gesture thing. So, Luke, you like the trackpad thing?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And I think what you're also gonna love, Luke, about the new MacBook Air is performance. Your all-day purpose, all-day notebook. Even though it weighs 2.75 pounds, the new MacBook Air packs quite a punch. An 8th Gen Intel Core i5 processor helps you get power through day activities, from reading email to browsing the web to creating keynote presentations and PowerPoint, and editing iMovie. Yeah, iMovie's pretty good. I like iMovie, except when it crashes on my Mac OS Mojave, and I'm kind of upset about it.
Yeah, you are.
16 gigs of memory, up to 16 gigs of memory, lets you work seamlessly with multiple apps open while up to 1.5 terabyte, so that's 1.5 terabytes of SSD goodness. Lets you launch apps into Flash, provides plenty of room for all your documents, photos, and videos. So Luke, we talked about this before on Vlog Weekly and past shows. SSD is a huge difference for storing videos, games, and whatever. Because I'm going to get me an SSD portable drive in 2019.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
Especially for gaming. SSDs are the perfect thing.
Good for gaming.
Yeah, because they're speedy and they're incredible for games. You can put games, store games on it, and especially Steam stuff. I'm telling you, those games are going to run much faster because it's on an SSD.
Agreed. Big time. Oh yeah, go ahead and continue.
Up to 16 gigabytes of memory, which is awesome. 1.5 terabyte of storage, SSD. 2.75 pounds, that's lightweight. Has an Intel Core i5 8th gen processor. Has 802.11 AC, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 4.2. And the battery life, Luke, you're going to love this. It has 12 hours of battery life, which is amazing.
Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, so 12 hours of battery life. The MacBook Air, is your day in and day out dynamo. Check your email, browse the web, shop online, write documents, watch videos, manage spreadsheets, and more, all without plugging it in. Taking a translated flight, line up the movies because the MacBook Air is ready to play up to 13 freaking hours non-stop.
Oh!
That's right. If you're watching stuff on iTunes, you buy something on iTunes like a movie, yeah, this has 13 hours. Yeah, you can watch 13 hours. You can play up to 13 amazing hours of movies and TV shows.
God!
That is a beauty.
Yeah.
That's why that's why they like the MacBook Air. They like to watch movies that they buy on iTunes. Instead of watching it on a DVD, they can watch it on the MacBook Air. And Thin and Light has iTunes 12.8 or 12.9. And, yeah, you can watch your movies on this thing. 13 hours.
Good.
That is impressive.
Good.
That is really impressive for watching a movie. And no longer do we have portable DVD players to where it dies out in like 5-6 hours and then you have to rush home to charge. No, this one, 12 hours of battery life and 13 hours to watch movies and stuff on iTunes. Heaven! Alright. Thunderbolt 3. Now, this is the one I'm excited about. Yeah, I know, right? It's really cool, Luke. It really is. Now, Thunderbolt 3, Luke, you're going to like this. Why? Because Thunderbolt 3 is USB-C. So if you have a USB-C cable and it has a Thunderbolt port in it, then you can plug in your USB-C onto a Thunderbolt 3. Because I think they're the same idea. They're nearly identical. Thunderbolt 3, USB-C, they're all identical. So Thunderbolt 3 combines ultra-high bandwidth with the ultra-versatility of the USB-C industry standard to create one revved-up universal port, and the MacBook Air has 2 of them, so Luke, you're going to like that too. Thunderbolt 3 integrates data transfer, charging, and video output in a single connector, delivering up to 40 gigabytes of throughput, twice the bandwidth of Thunderbolt 2. Existing devices are easily connected with a cable or an adapter, and Thunderbolt 3 is reversible, so no matter how you plug it in, it's always right side up. So, Luke, Thunderbolt 3, what do you think?
Happy!
Yeah, and what that means, Luke, you can plug in a portable SSD, because many of your portable SSDs now have USB-C to USB-C cable, so you can just plug it right in, and it's fast. You can charge with it, obviously. You can hook it up to a 4K display, and your devices too, which is really nice.
Good.
So that's Thunderbolt 3. That's my favorite, by the way. That's my favorite thing, besides performance, is the Thunderbolt 3. Speakers and cameras, sound that speaks volumes. With the latest in processing and turn-in techniques, MacBook Air sounds better than ever, Stereo speakers deliver twice the bass and 25% more volume than the previous generation, and wider stereo sound creates an immersive audio when you're listening to music or watching a movie. The high-definition FaceTime camera lets one or many of your friends and family to see you in sharp detail, and 3 microphones form in a way that accurately captures your voice to FaceTime calls, dictation, or to use Siri. Hey Siri, got any grapes?
Oh, God, help me!
Anyway, materials. The first Mac made with 100% recycled aluminum. Introducing a aluminum alloy created by Apple that delivers the same strength, durability, and flawless finish without mining any new aluminum from the earth. It is designed to use shavings of recaptured aluminum that we engineered down to the atomic level. The result is an enclosure that's already beautiful and strong, as we have made, and the greenest Mac ever created. 47%, in fact, lower carbon emissions compared with the previous generation. And yeah, there you go. That is a nice thing too. You know, make it green. You know, make it green friendly for our environment. This is great for the environment.
So,
and ladies and gentlemen, the piece de resistance is macOS Mojave, which is included in MacBook Air. I love Mojave. Luke likes Mojave. I like the screenshot capability that's right in. And in fact, guys, I even have the screenshot app right here, the screenshot app. And I use this all the time, and it is amazing. Screenshot. It is amazing.
So,
macOS is the operating system that powers everything you do on a Mac. It lets you do things simply you can't do with other computers. Yeah, that's true. That's because it's designed specifically for the hardware it runs on, and vice versa. And macOS Mojave, which me and Luke have, because I had El Capitan, and I said goodbye El Capitan, and now I am enjoying Mojave as well. Brings new features inspired by its most powerful users, but designed for everyone. And that is true as well. Mac plus iPhone. Your Mac works with an iPhone in ways no other computer can. Message and handoff.
Wow.
Powerful built-in apps such as Safari, Siri, Mail, Reminders, Pages, which is the Word document app, Calendar, Messages. The Photos app looks incredible. I like the Photos app on Mojave. It looks fantastic. GarageBand, which you make music. iMovie to create home movies and be creative in so many ways. Numbers and Keynote. Where's Keynote? Does it have Keynote? Where the heck is Keynote? Are you serious right now? There's no Keynote in this? Come on, Apple. Come on.
Come on, Apple.
You know better than that. Alright, FaceTime. No, I know, right? Alright. So the MacBook Air, and that's what it looks like. So, Luke, your thoughts about the MacBook Air?
It was awesome.
Yeah, and this thing is a beast. Let me tell you that. And speaking of beast, I'm gonna have to charge my my Amazon Fire tablet because it's at 1% of battery life. So that's kind of sad.
Sad little Apple.
Okay, so now we talked about the MacBook Air and the iPad Pro, and now Luke, we got one other thing to talk about, and that is the Mac Mini. Oh boy, Mac Mini. Let's see what this beast has to offer. Alright, Mac Mini, here we go. Let's dive right into the Mac Mini. And I love the presentation of the Mac Mini. It is awesome. And yes, there's that Apple keyboard that is in that space gray form, and the new Magic Mouse in space gray form. So it does use the new Apple keyboard and mouse. Okay, cool.
Oh God!
Yeah, so it matches with the Mac Mini, the space gray Apple keyboard wireless, and the Magic Mouse wireless. That's neat. Alright, Mac Mini, re-engineered in no small way. New 8th Gen 6-core and quad-core processors, faster 2 megahertz DDR4 memory. I'm glad I wasn't going to say 66.6. Okay.
Ah, come on!
Up to 64 gigabytes of storage of memory. That's what I meant to say. Thunderbolt 3 USB-C. That's awesome. I wanted USB-C, so thank you, Apple. That's what screams. It screams like a monster. Alright. Part racehorse, all workhorse. What? Okay. In addition to being a great desktop computer, the Mac Mini powers everything from home automation to giant render farms, and now with 8th generation Intel quad-core and 6-core processors and Intel UHD graphics. Okay, so that's something I don't get on my Mac Mini. My Mac Mini doesn't do 4K ultra high def, but this new one does. Okay, so my Mac Mini only does 1080p, and this new one can go up to 4K. Okay, now I know. Okay, so this has an Intel UHD graphics 630. Mac Mini has even more computer power for industrial grade tasks. So whether you're running a live concert sound engine or testing your latest iOS app, the Mac Mini is the shortest distance between a great idea and a great result. Yeah, because I use the Mac Mini all the time, and like I said, it's creative, and I think this one's gonna be just as creative. And in fact, this Mac Mini is being used as we speak to make the newest movie that's coming out in 2019, starring Taron Egerton or whatever. And the new movie is the movie that I'm excited about that's coming out in the summer of 2019, and it is a Elton John biopic, and that is called, well, appropriately named Rocket Man. So, yeah, Mac Mini is being used for that movie, Rocket Man, and I cannot wait to see Rocket Man, because I am a huge Elton John fan, and that's what this movie's being made of. And I did not know that this movie was going to be made on a Mac Mini. I'm like, how can you make Rocket Man on a such a tiny little computer? Well, guess what? You can now. I'm like, wow, that's really cool. But
that's cool.
Yeah, it really is. Up to 5 times faster system performance, and up to 6-core, either Intel Core i5 or i7 processor. Up to 60% faster integrated graphics from Intel. 4.6 gigahertz turbo boost. That's going to be a huge plus for you, Luke, especially when you are a filmmaker and create a lot of good things on Vimeo. So this is going to be a beast. This is going to be a monster. So actually, Apple, I want to rephrase it. Part beast horse or monster horse. Boom. No. That's how I would market it as.
Freaking way, hey,
because this thing is a freaking monster. It's a mini monster inside of a computer.
Like a cookie monster.
Now, this is another cool thing about the Mac Mini, is this has advanced cooling system in it, because the Mac Mini does have a fan, I think, and I'm glad it has a fan, because if it doesn't have a fan, then the Mac overheats, and then you're gonna be not happy.
You will be not happy.
Packing this much power into the same enclosure required a all-new thermal architecture, including all flash storage, a a bigger fan, expanded vents, and a redesigned power supply. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna replay it for you guys now.
Ladies and gentlemen.
See that? Isn't that neat? That is neat. One more time. See that? That's very important in a computer. Your computer needs to stay cool, and that way you don't overheat it, and then your Mac just stops working and blah blah blah. So this is a necessity for all Mac users, like myself.
To this day, yeah.
And you too, Luke, obviously. 70% more MSP, maximum sustained power, which is nice. 2 times the increased airflow. Now that is important as well. Something you don't get on the Mac that I have right now. Up to 7.8 times faster than a 16 gigabyte. What? Okay. Up to 64 gig, 26 megahertz DDR4 memory. I know, I'm getting that Pat Sajak flu. Shame on you, Pat Sajak. Shame on you.
Yeah, shame on you, Pat.
Alright. And that free ice cream joke, can you please forget about this stupid free ice cream joke? Because you're not going to give it to anybody. They can go out to a Walmart to buy themselves nice, fresh chocolate ice cream. For me, at least. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any. It's not in my pocket. Hall apps. Mac Mini now includes a all-flash PCIe based storage with up to 4 times the read speeds than the previous flash options. So you can now load giant files and launch apps faster than ever. And the available 2 terabyte SSD, you have twice the space for all of them. And like I said before, like I said on this episode, SSD makes the difference. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm telling you. This is, like I said, I am not telling you guys a fib or a lie. This is for real. SSD makes a huge difference over an internal hard drive. Because hard drives are slow, and yeah, I'm telling you, SSDs are the way to go for a computer like this. So SSD, the better. 4 times faster read speeds, up to 3.4 gigabyte of the read speed. Now that's freakingly insane. That is insanely fast.
God,
that
help.
is fast. Yes, that's insane. And unlike the MacBook Air, the Mac Mini has a Apple T2 security chip. So like the MacBook Air, this Mac Mini has an Apple T2 chip, security chip. So again, buying stuff online with Apple Pay, this security chip is gonna make a huge difference for when you want to buy something online. The Apple T2 security chip, I'm telling you, this is my favorite feature of the MacBook Air and the Mac Mini. This is my favorite thing, Luke. I'm telling you, this is my favorite feature is the Apple T2 security chip, and that's gonna make a lot of difference, Luke, for when you want to buy something, online, and yeah. This is amazing. I really enjoyed this.
It really is amazing.
And that's something we don't get on Android or Windows 10 or anything like that. So that kind of saddens me. Mac Mini features the Apple T2 chip, a 2nd generation custom matte silicon designed by Apple to make the Mac Mini even more secure. The T2 security chip consolidates several controllers into one and includes a secure enclave core processor that provides the foundation for encrypted storage and secure boot capabilities. So that's the Apple T2 chip. Strength and numbers. Alright, so Luke, you're going to love this too about strength and numbers. Mac Mini is optimized for performance across the board. Here's how it compares to the previous gen. So Luke, if you do a lot of Final Cut Pro X, 3.6 times faster than the Mac Mini that we have right now. 3.6 times faster, Luke. How about that?
Wow. It was cool.
And that is if you do the red code WAL 3.1 export to ProRes 422. So 3.6 times faster than the previous. Now, Logic Pro X for me, because I have Logic Pro X on my Mac, because I do a lot of podcasting. I do, soon to be doing a lot of podcasting in my day. 5.4 times higher all-cami track count of a 6-core Mac Mini to the dual-core Mac Mini, and up to 4.6 times higher in designer track count of the 6-core Mac Mini than the dual-core Mac Mini baseline. So you see, Luke, numbers don't lie. So Logic Pro X, 5.4, 4.6 times, and Final Cut Pro X, the one you use, is 3.6 times faster. Wow. And if you're going to do compressor, Luke, on Final Cut, it is 30% faster. So, I'm telling you, Luke, these numbers do not lie. And, of course, the Adobe Photoshop CC, 3.2 times faster of that. So, Luke, what do you think about that?
It was awesome. Big time.
Now the connections and the expansion. I/O, it's off to work you go. Wow.
Oh
That's very
God!
clever of you, Apple. I-O, it's off to work you go. Wow. I should trademark that. That's kind of funny.
Oh my
But
God!
that's Apple, so I can't owe that. Anyway. Yeah, I know. With a variety of ports, Mac Mini is ready for a variety of workflow configurations. Thunderbolt 3 is our most powerful and versatile port ever, and Mac Mini has 4 of them. The new HDMI 2.0 port, it delivers more bandwidth than its predecessor, so you can enjoy faster frame rates. And now Mac Mini can be configured with a 10 gigabit Ethernet, so it's ready to move monstrous files and monstrous data up to 10 times faster. Yeah, you stole my line, Apple. I say monstrous. I'm like, come on now. Anyway, so this has an Ethernet port that you're all familiar with. Thunderbolt 3, aka USB-C. You get 4 of them, which is nice. HDMI 2.0, awesome. USB 3 ports, so they kept USB-A ports. That's pretty good. What they did get rid of, though, guys, and you, Luke, they got rid of an SD card slot, so no more so you can't use an SD card anymore on it. I know it's sad, Luke. You there, Luke?
I'm there.
Okay. So Luke, this doesn't have SD memory card reader. It doesn't have an SD card reader, and they don't have a microphone jack. Even though they got rid of the microphone jack, Luke, they still kept the headphone jack. So that's good for everybody, but for me, I don't want a headphone jack. I got Bluetooth. What is wrong with Bluetooth? Come on now. But anyway, yeah. So 3.5 millimeter headphone jack is still in to the Mac Mini. So they did get rid of the SD card slot. So Luke, your thoughts about that?
Well, parts of it is just meh, but parts of it is just awesome. But just strange enough for me. But parts of it is just strange.
All right, my mic's working, guys. Okay, good. And you see, Luke, I've been talking the entire time, and OBS is still picking up my microphone. So throughout the entire episode of this screen sharing thing, my mic is working, and it's capturing my audio, it's capturing your audio, and it's been doing it non-stop, Luke. So it's been working out pretty well. So I am monitoring the mixer very closely, and it is picking up my audio, and it's picking up your audio too.
Yeah, and I just came back from the bathroom while you were gone, so I started talking some.
And you know what, Luke? Billy lied to us because he is not on today's show.
Whoopie-doo!
But that's okay, Luke, because we're having a ball on Vault Weekly number 95.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you enjoying it? I mean, I am.
I do enjoy it!
Alright, now back to Abracadabra, Abracazam, let's go back. Okay, Thunderbolt 3 gives you some serious productivity possibilities, or should I say, Thunderbolt 3 gives you some serious productive possibilities. Transfer data up to 40 gigabytes, woohoo! A second, charge and power external devices, connect up to 2 4K monitors, awesome. Even with a third HDMI 2.0, so you can hook up 3, nice. Or 1 5K display, or pair Mac Mini with a eGPU desktop class graphics performance. Yeah. So yes, Luke, you can hook up to 2 4K displays with this Mac Mini. That is insane on a Mac Mini.
That is insane.
But that's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah. Alright, Luke, you're going to love this too. Versatility. To the desktop and beyond.
What?
Because of its size, performance, and wide array of ports, Mac Mini goes where no Mac has gone before. See, a Star Trek kind of parody. And now with even more cores packed into its 7.7-inch square frame, you never know what you'll find in Mac Mini or dozens of them hard at work. Yeah, I agree. To build and render farms, to Xcode server, for live performances, like SSD, and to make music from main stage, to digital art and signage, and that's the Mac Mini itself, and it's versatile. And of course, we can't forget about macOS Mojave. And I talked about it too. That screenshot feature is my favorite. Thank you, Apple. So macOS Mojave.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Yep. So again, me and Luke have Mojave, and I'm telling you guys, we can't say good things enough about macOS Mojave. It is awesome. Featuring awesome. A dark mode, new Pro-inspired features, full new apps, and a redesigned Mac App Store. That is incredible. So there you guys have it. Now let's look at the App Store. Like I said, macOS Mojave, which is on the new Mac Mini, the new MacBook Air, and lots of goodies.
Yeah, lots of goodies.
So my favorite feature of the macOS Mojave is the dark mode. Dark mode is my favorite feature. Luke, do you agree?
I agree, big time.
So the dark mode works with Finder, Keynote, Safari, Calendar, Messages, and Xcode.
Wow.
Choose what works best for you, the familiar light appearance or the new dark mode. I prefer the dark mode.
Yep.
Dynamic desktop, that's awesome. I like that. Stats, which is really neat. So it kind of, so that way, if you have a desktop that's already cluttered, well, then you don't have to worry about that because it's nice and shiny and really awesome. The new Finder, which I really enjoy. I like the Finder app. It's pretty nice. I like the Finder. Gallery view, quick actions, complete metadata. Quick look, which is really neat. And the fly is bothering me. I'm going to kill it. This is my new favorite feature, Luke. Now, this is without a doubt my favorite new feature of macOS Mojave, and that is screenshots. With macOS Mojave, all the controls you need to grab any type of screenshot are one simple shortcut away. Just launch the new screenshot utility or by pressing Shift Command 5. Now I know how to do it, Apple. Thank you, because I didn't know what button to press to get the screenshot to work. Yeah, it's Control Shift 5. Oh wait, no, Shift Command 5, not Shift Control. Shift Command 5. An easy-to-use menu includes a new screen recording tools and options for setting a start timer, showing a cursor, which I don't want in my screenshots. I take that off. Take a screenshot. Wait, no. And even choosing where you'd like to save your screenshots. Take a screenshot and a thumbnail of it animates to the corner of your screen. Leave it there to automatically save it to the destination you've chosen. You can drag it and directly into a document or click it to mark it up and share it right away without having to save a copy. It's more than easy. It's clutter free. So Luke, screenshot is my favorite feature. What do you think, Luke? Is this your favorite feature?
It was awesome.
Yep, screenshots is my new favorite feature in macOS Mojave. But you know what, guys? I must admit, I'm still getting Snagit 2019 because I like Snagit. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell dirty lies, dirty secrets, and I'm not cheating on it. But I'm just saying I like Snagit 2019, and I'm gonna get Snagit because I love Snagit. I really do. I love Snagit. I like this one. Nothing wrong. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong with screenshots. I like Snagit, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I like them both.
And I love ScreenFlow.
Yeah. Well, it's to take a picture, Luke. That's what screenshots is. It's to take a screenshot and save it to a PNG format or a JPEG. That's what screenshots is. It's taking a picture, capturing your Mac Mojave desktop.
An entire screen.
That's what it does. But yeah, you can also use it to record too. But yeah, I mean, it's really neat. Again, this is my favorite feature, so let's hit that replay button. See that, guys? That is amazing. I like this feature. This is my new favorite thing in macOS Mojave. One more time, because I love it. See? Take a picture, bam, it saves it to your desktop. No worries. Yeah, no worries, mate. Alright. So now we are, so you know what, Luke? We've been doing this show for almost 2 hours now. This is a 2 hour.
We're 2 hours
So we've
now.
been doing it for 2 hours now.
Let me see, 2 hours. Yeah.
Yep.
See.
Yep. Well, if you don't count the now loading page on Vault Weekly, it is like it's like an hour to like 2 hours at most. So
yeah.
we've been streaming I've been streaming for 2 hours, and we still haven't got to all other topics yet. This is I'm gonna say right now, Luke, this is probably the longest topic we have ever done on Vault Weekly.
Yeah. We have got to Disney's new streaming service.
Yep, and we don't even and I don't even remember what episode we did that we had a long topic. I think this might be the first time, Luke, in the history of Vault Weekly that we have done a topic that's been over 2 hours now, and that's impressive. Because there was so many things we wanted to talk about what Apple announced at the keynote. Because this was a special.
This is a special
Apple fans, you know, and I just wanted to be honest and to let you guys know what I thought about it, and I'll give you my final impressions coming up. So capture screen, capture window, capture the selection, record screen, record selection, and the saved destination. So that's a really cool thing. Continuity camera, take a photo right to your Mac, which is awesome. So I'm not going to talk about that, but it is awesome. FaceTime. Well, Luke, you're going to like this. On FaceTime, you can now have a FaceTime call with up to 32 people.
Wow.
That's
wow.
30 freaking 2 people with FaceTime.
Wow. Yeah.
30 freaking 2. That is insane. 30 freaking 2. And this fly is gonna be pestering me.
Freaking 2.
Yep. New apps ready for the Bitstream debut. 4 apps people love on iOS are ready to shine on the new Mac, and I don't use them, sadly. But it's there if I need it, you know. So that's going. So you got the News app, the Stocks app, the Home app, and the Voice Memos. So again, I don't use those, but they're nice. The new Mac App Store, which I am in love with. I like the new Mac App Store. It is awesome. Luke, your thoughts about the Mac App Store, the new redesigned Mac App Store?
It was awesome, big time.
I think it's nice. I think it's much nicer than the one that's on El Capitan that I had.
Still this day, I know.
Even on High Sierra, which I never used High Sierra, but I'm not going to use High Sierra because I got Mojave. Okay. So anyway, the reimagined Mac App Store arrives with a new look and exciting new editorial content. Delve into insightful stories, browse curated collection, even watch videos, each designed to help you fine-tune your search for the perfect app, and it's all organized around the specific things you love to do with your Mac. Boy, that is so true. I don't even know how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Yuck!
I know. Anyway.
Okay.
So, I'm sorry.
Right.
But anyway, discover themed tabs to stories and, of course, video. Alright. Privacy and security. That is the biggest number one thing about why I like Macs, is the privacy and security. More features to help you do more on your Mac, like view website icons and Safari tabs. Easily add emoji and mail. Ask even more with Siri. Siri, can you tell me a Sonic joke, or can you tell me how to make, great and I don't know, whatever. Anyway, I'm
Yeah,
trying to be
what?
funny, but I don't even know what words to say. All right. So upgrade to Mojave. Well, guess what? We already have Mojave.
Still.
So my final thoughts of the Apple keynote event. I gotta say, well, I really enjoyed it. I think it was really cool. And from the MacBook Air announcement to the Mac Mini announcement, because I didn't see that coming with the Mac Mini. I thought it was gonna be a Mac Pro, but we didn't see the Mac Pro. And in the iPad Pro, I think this was an amazing keynote. And yeah, I did watch the ending of it. I think it was okay at best. So my thoughts, I think the keynote from October 2018, October 30th, is a huge thumbs up for me. Luke, what are your thoughts, your final thoughts about the keynote?
It's awesome, big time.
So do you give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I give it a thumbs up.
Exactly. So that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the one topic. So one topic down, and a couple more to go because I know that we've been streaming for like 2 hours now. So we don't have a lot of other news to go through. Although a new game has come out, the Tetris Effect game. It's already available now. I'm very excited because I'm a Tetris fan. I'm a huge Tetris player. So that's on the PS4. And of course, Christopher Robin is available now on Blu-ray, DVD, and digital code, and so that's really cool. I think, and again, guys, on next week's episode of Vlog Weekly, and you Fly are not going to be on Vlog Weekly number 96, but on Vlog Weekly number 96, I'm going to have a mini review of Christopher Robin. So stay tuned for my mini review of Christopher Robin. Again, that's coming your way on episode 96 of Vlog Weekly.
Yeah, be prepared, guys.
Yep. Now you guys are wondering, am I going to do a mini review of Teen Titans Go to the Movies? I'm thinking about it, because I still don't like the movie. I still think Christopher Robin and Incredibles 2 are much more better movies than Teen Titans Go. That's just me saying. But everybody else likes it, and I don't have to like it.
The movie's screwed up. I like The Incredibles 2, Christopher Robin, and Ant-Man and the Wasp better than this.
Yeah, and I have to agree with you on that, Luke. I prefer the original Teen Titans. Yes, I 1,000% agree on that.
Yeah. Yeah, I never heard of
agree with you on that.
But Ant-Man and the Wasp is an awesome movie, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
So, anyway, guys, before we get to our Disney topic, just want to let you guys know, check out my new song, or hear my new song on SoundCloud. It's on SoundCloud, Audio Mac, and Your Listen. My new song is called The Ballad of Poppy. And why did I create it? Well, you're going to have to wait and find out when I make a very special, either a special video or a special live stream coming your way on the inspiration of that song, and what program I used. So stay tuned for that. If you guys didn't enjoy that, well, I think you need to stay right where you are, because I plan on doing that as well.
Still this day, I know.
Again, The Ballad of Poppy, my new song, is available to listen to on SoundCloud, and it's not SoundCloud exclusive. It's also on Audio Mac and Your Listen. And it's available as a free MP3 download, and you can, and like I said, guys, if you want to use this song or any other songs, any of my songs, you are free to do so. But all I'm asking is make sure you credit me, because that was a lot of hard work making those songs possible. So make sure you credit me. So that's the only thing I will allow. All right. But otherwise, listen to it for personal use only, and do not alter or do anything in my music, because not only it will hurt my feelings, number one, but number two, that would pretty much, get me upset, because I work hard on making the music. So So make sure you do that respectfully and kindly. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, exactly, Luke. So there you go on that. So again, my new song, The Ballad of Poppy, is available on SoundCloud, so give that a listen. And also, while you're at SoundCloud, listen to my other new song called Ballad Rhapsody, because that's like my favorite song ever created. And that was created with Mixcraft. So there you go. And this fly thing is pestering me. So there you go. So that's that. And also coming up tomorrow is an all-new episode of Take Your Pet Live. And Luke, I know you're very excited for episode 107.
I'm so excited!
So Luke, what are your thoughts of Take Your Pet Live 106?
I've never seen it, but I never had time to watch it because I was too lazy on that time.
Well, yeah, and you were busy.
Yeah, I was
That's
busy.
all right, Luke. That's all right. Well, you know.
As for 107, I'll have to make an announcement about that.
Well, like I said, we had a great show. Me and Chris had a great show on last week. My favorite thing about episode 106 is when I played back Bid John's bid loss thing on Twitch, because what happened is he had like $500,000, and then he hit the random square, and then the square landed on the whammy, and he was speechless. It was just a priceless moment when he lost 500,000 plus on that pressure luck game.
Oh God, help me!
I know that really hurts.
Well, I have to make an announcement on what's been happening to 107. I'll be here for Table Live 107. Right after 107, I will have to run some errands right after this is over.
Alright. So anyway, guys, again, an all new episode of Take Your Pit Live coming your way tomorrow. So Luke, do you want me to tell you who's our new champion, or do you don't want to be spoiled?
Yeah, you can tell me the new champion. I don't want to be spoiled.
Well, we crowned a new champion, and his name is Billy M82094.
Billy?
Yep, he is our new champion.
Oh man!
And I don't remember how much he won, but Billy Moody is our new champion, and I gotta come up with a new title for episode 107 of Take Your Pit Live.
You gotta come up with a new title. Yeah, because right after episode 107, I have to run some errands.
I'm thinking the title should be Mr. Billy Bucket Goes to Town or something, or Mr. Billy Bucket. Oh wait, Billy Bucket or Bully Bucket, whatever. I don't know. I'll have to come up with a creative title for episode 107 of Take Your Pit Live, because I just don't know. I'm thinking Mr. Billy Bucket, versus the universe.
Oh God!
And if you want to come up with an episode title for tomorrow, Luke, you can as well. Because I'm thinking Mr. Billy Bucket.
I'll pass.
I'm thinking about either goes to the universe or versus the universe, or goes to town.
Yeah, I'll pass.
I don't know.
Right. I'll pass on that episode.
Okay, that's okay, Luke. That's alright. Well, like I said, no, not yet. Well, like I said, Luke, that's okay. You can come up with something new. Whoever we call a new champion.
Maybe I will, but for 107, no.
Because for whatever reason, Mr. Bucket always kidnaps Billy Moody for some strange reason. And I even saw Mr. Bucket on Nick Jr., the TV channel. I saw Mr. Bucket on Nickelodeon, and he was on Cartoon Network. I'm like, oh my God! Now we're gonna have nightmares of Mr. Bucket.
Mr. Bucket,
gonna kidnap poor little innocent kids. All thanks to Mr. Bucket. Oh, Mr. Bucket, my bucket's a fun. Anyway,
sounds like an Easter bunny in AVGN style.
Yeah, it's like Mr. Boney I'm gonna wag my tail, Mr. Bonnie. Bonnie of fun.
What is
I know.
that you doing? It's kind of like a
Yeah.
Walk Ducky style. Just like Gary said in Pay Game Podcast episode 25. It's
Yeah.
what I react to on Elch from React, episode 204. Which I screwed up like twice, like once, and never screwed up again after this is over.
Alright, so anyway, Luke, wanna go ahead and talk about the Disney thing?
Yeah, you gotta do that.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk about this new service that Disney just announced. No.
No.
What? Hey, Google, I typed that like, alright, what was it? Disney. Okay, let's go to Tech. No, let's not go to TechCrunch. Let's go to Variety. Let's go to Variety.com, and hopefully we don't get any ads. Okay. So, Bob Iger, the CEO. Oh, come on! I'm trying to read. God, stinking dang. Oh my God! Come on, Variety, give me a break. Oh, I know, Luke. I know. Fascinating. Alright, Bob Iger, the CEO, and I believe the chairman of Disney. Well, we have a new streaming. We have a new name of this new Disney streaming service. It was previously going to be called Disney Play, but now it's going to be a new name of the new name. So Disney has unveiled the name of its branded streaming service set to launch in the next year. Can I please read page? Thank you. And it's going to be called Disney Plus. Disney chairman and CEO Bob Iger revealed the Montier and has revealed the Montier. That doesn't make sense. And please. And a few fresh details. Oh no! Please don't play it. Please don't. No. God. Anyway, for Disney Plus, so that's the name of it. It's called Disney Plus. If you don't get on my face, I'm gonna kill you with my bare hands. That's how serious I am. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh right. God, help me.
So anyway. Disney chairman CEO Bob Iger revealed the Montier and a few fresh details about plans for Disney Plus, as well as the fate of Hulu and his vision for Disney's enlarged TV operation during a conference call Thursday afternoon with Wall Street analysts. The media giant, which is awaiting the completion of its $71.3 billion acquisition of key 21st Century Fox assets, reported strong fiscal fourth quarter earnings. Iger said the company is on track to launch Disney Plus in late 2019. Iger told the Wall Streeters the company will host an investor presentation in April to offer more details and a first look of the service. Disney on Thursday also launched a placeholder website to collect email addresses for the subscribers. So, Luke, your thoughts of Disney Plus?
First of all, please don't show me an ad.
Yeah, really.
Secondly, it was awesome.
I know, it's a fault joke of the night.
It was awesome to see that new ad, by the way.
The Disney Plus Branden is in keeping with the format established by the ESPN Plus service that bowed earlier this year. Iger said ESPN Plus has more than 1 million subscribers so far. That's awesome. You're not awesome. So the growth of ESPN's foray in the streaming world bodes very well for Disney's overall global streaming strategy. So Disney Plus is going to be a site, and so what that means for Disney Plus, well, hang on a So what that means for Disney Plus means we're gonna have all new movies that are gonna be on this new streaming service. So what does it mean for Disney and Hulu and Disney and Netflix? Because Disney stuff is on Netflix. Well, here's the thing. I think we're gonna get new movies on Disney Plus, including the new movies that came out this year, like The Incredibles 2, Christopher Robin, Wealth Breaks the Internet, which is gonna be in theaters in about 2 weeks from Wednesday. Which is going to be the 21st, which is going to be a Wednesday. And we're going to see The Lion King, the new one that's coming out next year, and a bunch of other new stuff that Disney has down the line. So what that means is we're going to see those new movies to be coming on Disney Plus. So that means if you want to see these new movies, then you're going to have to pay. You either have to pay or shut up.
You
because
gotta pay.
So that means if you want to see Christopher Robin on this streaming service, then you're going to have to get a subscription to Disney Plus, because there's no other way for you to watch Christopher Robin except buying it on digital HD, on iTunes, Prime Video, and all that other stuff. Or The Incredibles 2. Watch it on Disney Plus. So having new movies on Disney Plus is going to be a huge, huge thing. It's going to be a huge hit for Disney. Because of those new movies. Because again, I cannot wait to see Wealth Breaks the Internet. It's just going to be incredible.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited the same way,
Especially, TV programming. I don't know if we're going to see, a new TV programming on Disney Plus. Because I was worried that 101 Dalmatian Street was going to be on this new service, but it's actually going to be on Disney Channel.
Wow.
So I don't know what we're gonna see on Disney Plus. So again, it's just been announced as Disney Plus. There's pretty much nothing else that we can say at this point. So we don't know what they're gonna add for TV shows, for the movies. I can tell you though, Luke, for the movie standpoint, from a movie's perspective, I think they're gonna have like Christopher Robin, Incredibles 2, the Jungle, well, not the Jungle Book, Lion King. I'm sure the Jungle Book, because that's a 2016 one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have like some stuff.
And Wealth Breaks the Internet.
More than
And Wealth Breaks the Internet.
Yeah, Wealth Breaks the Internet. Yeah.
And what about the TV shows? Are they gonna, give us are they gonna give us a catalog? God dang it, fly. Are they gonna give us a full catalog of the Disney stuff, like the good old days of Disney afternoon cartoons, something like that? That's something we need to see too. So Disney, why don't you give us not only just movies, but give us the childhood that made us a huge Disney fans back in the day, like the Disney afternoon stuff.
Playoff Disney days. Give us the 2 Disney days, etc., etc.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, Disney dominated the 90s with cartoons, like Chip and Dale was from 89, but you got such an incredible shows from the late 80s and 90s, like DuckTales, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, Tailspin, Goof Troop, Aladdin, and all the other favorites, give us these childhood memories back. Even the animated series of the Mighty Ducks, because I have not seen that since I watched it on VHS, and that was in my hometown in Texas, and that's the last time I've seen the animated Mighty Ducks. It was on a VHS, and I think I rented that VHS in my hometown. Because I remember, I'm sorry, Luke, but I remember one point I rented DuckTales on VHS. And I rented the Mighty Ducks on VHS. I either rented it or I bought it. I don't remember which of the two. I think I rented it. But who knows? Because it's been so long, Luke. I don't even know.
Yeah, you don't even want to know.
So like I said, we're gonna have to wait and see what Disney Plus has to offer in 2019. But as of right now, they just announced the Disney Plus name, and we don't know anything of what it's gonna have. But I'm really excited for Disney Plus. I really am. I'm really excited for Disney Plus.
Still.
Because I'm just so excited to see to see it. Disney Plus.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I still have like there's like 3 more topics for you. For me, I'm having a new segment coming up before top 10. You know.
Yeah, and this fly, man, it's just gonna bother me. Come here, I got you ready. I'm gonna grab you with my bare hands. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my
With my bare
God!
hands. Because this fly is pestering me.
Oh God, help me.
Okay, so the other topic I want to go over, and how we're doing on time. It is 5. Okay. So we've been streaming for 2 hours and 25 minutes total, minus the now loading screen. So it's probably about 2 hours and 20. Pretty good. So this might be the longest episode of World Weekly yet.
That's good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Okay, now I'm gonna get up so that way I can kiss that fly goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know. Okay, so now we talked about the Disney Plus. Now the other topic we need to talk about, because I am so freaking excited, because I am a Netflix subscriber, and I am still a happy Netflix subscriber. The reason I'm a Netflix subscriber, because Netflix has a lot of great stuff on Netflix, and we're talking original content, and something that Netflix has that nobody else has is really awesome cartoons. Netflix has an awesome foray of cartoons. We're talking Dino Trots Supercharged, Reboot the Guardian Code, and some other ones, Poppers, Luna Patuna, Return to Amazia. And now this one I'm going to talk about is Treehouse Detectives, which is my new favorite show of 2018. And it is, I gotta say right now, as far as educational shows are concerned, this is probably the best educational show since Sesame Street, and I'm not even lying.
Wow.
This is my favorite. This is probably regarded as a highly favorite of mine since Sesame Street, and I love Sesame Street because it has it all. From the characters, to educational value, seeing Big Bird live and, seeing Big Bird on every episode possible. Sesame Street is highly educational. Well, same with Treehouse Detectives. And this show is, I'm telling you, this is going to be my favorite educational show, again, since Sesame Street, and I like Sesame Street.
Same here with me. Again, no more the times. It's my childhood favorite.
And there's so many characters to choose from that I enjoy. I like Big Bird, obviously. He's a legend, I think.
Now that
everybody else likes that Snagalopus or whatever his name is.
Snuffleupagus.
Yeah, him. That one. Stuffy. Yeah. My mom said that too, Luke. Yep. That little long tail like an elephant. Yep.
Yeah, it's not really an elephant, it's by Snuffy.
No.
It's a brown trunk with its tail.
It's like, look at the pretty colors. Okay.
Without any ears,
Yeah.
When I first heard about the Snuffleupagus, I thought it was having the ears, floppy ears, but it's not. But and brownish. But the
no. Don't go to Netflix.
Face,
Well, I went to my Netflix. No. Don't go to Netflix. No, please don't go to Netflix.
Oh, come on, really?
Well, I wanted to show everybody season. Well, I wanted to show Well, I'm not gonna play back the episode, obviously, because of copyright.
No!
But no, I just want to show everybody what of season 2 of Treehouse Detectives, because season 2, ladies and gentlemen, drops today, and all new episodes of Treehouse Detectives is now available for streaming. And if you guys haven't watched the first season yet, then what are you waiting for? Get off your butt, go on to Netflix, and watch it with your kids, because it is highly educational, and it is the best show, my favorite show of all time since Sesame Street.
On the planet.
Yeah, it's my favorite show. Again, I got 4 favorite shows too, like Treehouse Detectives is one of them. Top Wayne is my second one. Mission Force 1, which they canceled sadly, and I'm kind of upset about that. That's number 3. And what is my number 4? I keep forgetting what my number 4 is. So there's Poppers. There's no, not Poppers. Well, I like Poppers, but Treehouse Detectives, Top Wing, oh crap. Actually, I don't remember what my other favorite is. I'm kind of forgetting. I want to say Wally Shazam, but I don't think that's it. I like Wally Shazam, but I don't remember. See, now my brain farts. Now I don't remember what my other favorite is. Mission Force 1 I like, and I like Top Wing. Oh crap. I don't remember. Well, it's already come back to me, Luke. It's just not right now on this episode, so not right now.
Still.
That's alright. So anyway, yeah. So Treehouse Detective Season 2, all new episodes available for streaming now, only on Netflix. And Cartoon Explosion has posted this on Facebook and Tumblr. So check it out, everybody, on Cartoon Explosion on Facebook and Tumblr. Because that's where we did the official countdown of Season 2 of Treehouse Detectives. So, again, Season 2 of Treehouse Detectives is now streaming right now only on Netflix. And if you have a Netflix account and a Netflix subscription, then get off your butt and watch this show. It is freaking amazing. I love this show. I'm telling you guys, Season 2, I think it's going to be just as good, if not better than Season 1, though I like Season 1 as well. And if you guys don't know what the show is about, it's about two detectives, Toby and Terry, wearing, blue and red, respectively. And what it is, it's, they need to find out what happened to the cup that Millie lost. Who took Millie's measuring cup? Why does the pond turn purple whenever you dance? Why does the pond turn purple? Why, is the bird faking her injury and pretending to be injured, and then why is she doing this nonsense? And and again, you'll have to find out to believe, because again, Treehouse Detectives is an amazing show, and again, it follows two young detectives named Terry and Toby. And it is one of the best shows, once again, since Sesame Street.
Again. Since Sesame Street.
Indeed, yep. So there you go. So that's 3 down and 1 to go, and we're going to talk about our former millionaire contestant who won $1.8 million. According to Billy Moody, who is not on tonight. So, Billy, I'm going to take this one for you. So I'm going to take this one, or you if you want to, Lou. But former millionaire winner, he goes by the name of Ed Townend, or Tunin, or whatever. I'm going to call it Ed T for short. He passed away suddenly. Don't know how old he was when he died, or what the cause was when he died. He was the guy that was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, that was on Regis Philbin Days on ABC. And he had a $16,000 question, which he got an incorrect answer at the $16,000 question. And then all of a sudden, the producers and researchers had to get rid of the old question, and he was invited back to Millionaire, and got rid of the original $16,000 question and have the new $16,000 question, and then he'd get it right, and he did, and then he went all the way to the million jackpot of $1.8 million, and he got the last answer right, and he was a $1.8 million winner on that particular show. That was a really great moment.
That was a great moment.
But sadly, he passed away this month, or last month. So I think I think you and I, Luke, are very heartbroken of the loss of Ed T.
Heartbroken.
The $1.8 million winner on Millionaire on ABC.
I heard about from Billy, and it was shocking.
Yep, it is. Yes, it is, Luke. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, I'll explain more on episode 224 Fridays through Jays 295 what happened, but for this is not. I'm like, what happened here?
So,
But
but anyway, guys, that's pretty much all I have for today. So again, we've been streaming for two and a half hours now. So this is gonna be the longest stream. And like I said, guys, coming up is a all new top 10. And I think we're gonna do Would You Rather on the next episode because it is a long episode. But we're gonna do Would You Rather on the next episode of Vlog Weekly. And plus, I'm gonna have a mini review of Christopher Robin. So stay tuned. And I'm telling you, episode 96 is gonna be another great episode, just like tonight's episode without Billy Moody. So. Anyway, Luke, do you have a topic you want to go over for tonight?
After the top 10, I'll explain more about one of the topics, and I'll get to that in a moment. But right now, I got things to do. Like, after it'll take me until 6 p.m. wait on this one video to get uploaded. Either that, I don't know. That'll have
ZYSWV PMSAUV.
Really? That had to be.
I don't know what I'm saying, Luke.
That has to wait until this upload starts. Oh, you forgot one more topic.
What was the other topic?
Christopher Kennedy told you about this.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, thank you, Luke. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to do this because if I didn't talk about this, Chris Kennedy will kick my butt. Alright, so, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my friend Chris Kennedy has a new site, and no, it's not on Sega Retro, and it's not on, well, it is on YouTube, but it's actually on Wix, which is a website builder that he used to make this happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you all to RetroMediaVision.com. This is a new site, and this is CKE, which is Chris Kennedy Enterprises. Okay, I almost said Chris Kennedy Entertainment. So there it is, guys. The new website, Retro Media Vision at RetroMediaVision.com, and he created Wits. He created using Wits, I should say, and it looks really nice. The background picture has a Miss Pac-Man game. Which I kind of like on the NES, the Tengen version. Boy, do I hear sleet outside? What's going on outside? Oh, I don't know. Oh, great. Now the roads are going to be slippery. Oh, my God. So, hi, and welcome to my new site. Here you will read about my travels, my opinions, about the latest gadgets, plus some classic bits of nostalgia, and a lot more, so stay tuned. So, and again, I have this link in the description below, so if you guys want to check out Chris Kennedy's new website, you guys can. It is RetroMediaVision.com, and I have the link for you in the description below. And that sound that I'm hearing right now, guys, I think that's sleet, and that means we're going to get some nasty mitts of wet snow and sleet. Boy. You know, I did not ask for this, Mother Nature. That's not my punishment. That's not my Christmas gift. You need to take that and shove it. I'm sitting tired.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean...
Yes, send it to the people in Florida, not us. All right.
I'll get to my topics as soon as we get done with this top 10. But for now, let's get to the top 10.
Right.
As soon as I can.
Good idea, Luke. Yeah, I think so. Okay, well, all I gotta do now, bud, is I gotta load up the program. I gotta load up PowerPoint, and we'll get to our top 10. And I hope you guys are not freaking out on today's episode.
Yeah.
And this is how I feel for having sleep tonight. Yeah. And the
Whoopie-doo.
It's working. Oh, there we go. Now my mic's working. I don't know what happened. There's been a delay on here, so when I switched scenes, my mic wasn't working and your audio capture wasn't working, so there was a small delay, but now my microphone's working, so there you go. So, well, it's because I switched scenes, so that's why it did that. So, anyway, let's play it again. Alright. So let's cue the music.
As you have a tray in the background.
Yep. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the top 10 here on Vlog Weekly, episode number 95. I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. I know I am. I know Luke is having tons of fun with the show, because I think after this show he is going to be busy making more projects, and I'm going to be busy on the Cartoon Madness block, which is going to be about, I'm going to say, 2 hours and 39 minutes from now, or 2 hours and 29 minutes ago, or whatever. Alright, I can't do my time right, people, I'm sorry. Yeah. I still hear sleep, and I wish the sleep would go away. Alright, so now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's do our top 10 right now here on Vlog Weekly, only on Branden Plumley Television. So, Luke, you ready for top 10?
I'm ready for top 10.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is now time for the top 10 here on Vlog Weekly, and every Friday we do a top 10, or I do a top 10 on anything there is about gaming, movies, music. You guys know the whole drill. Oh, and there's going to be a special top 10 coming your way on, I believe, episode 97, so stay tuned, because I already have something. Yeah, I have something big for episode 96 coming next Friday. But for 97, this is going to be a special top 10 dedicated to a special movie that's turning 30 years this November. So stay tuned, and all new top 10 specifically for that 30th anniversary on episode 97 of Vlog Weekly. So you're going to have to wait until then. But right now, let's get into our top 10. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, your top 10 for today happens to be the Game Gear games.
Good.
And in this top 10, we are going to talk about Game Gear games that were made on Sega's less successful but yet pretty cool game system, handheld, and that is the Game Gear that came out in 1990 or 91. The thing I didn't like about the Game Gear, the battery life sucks, because the Game Boy had a much better battery life, and the games were good too. The games were good on the Game Gear, but you know what, guys? The Game Boy had an amazing had an amazing lineup of games, probably the best games you'll ever see on a Game Boy. But that's not to say the Game Gear had some good games. So let's go over our top 10 of the Game Gear games, shall we? Let's go.
Yep. Let's go.
Alright, here we go with number 10 in our top 10 countdown. And we're going to start off number 10 with the Arcade Classics. This is the game that came out on the Sega Genesis, I believe in 1995 or 1996. And it's on the Sega Genesis and the Sega Game Gear. And you get games like Centipede, Pong, and Missile Command. So that is Arcade Classics. And my favorite game, by the way, is Centipede. Love Centipede.
Yeah.
Alright, at number 9 we have for tonight is Super Columns. This game came out in 1995, and I had this game on the Sega Game Gear. I had a Sega Game Gear, and I had this game when I think somebody bought it for me, and then I got Super Columns. So that is Super Columns at number 9. Again, it was released in 1995. Oh. At number 8 is Bubble Bobble. This is the Game Gear port in 1994 by Taito. This was released in 94 by Taito. and I think published by Sega or published by Tato. This is the Game Gear version of Bubble Bobble, and it's good. Still not as good as the NES one. The NES one is leaps and bounds better. It's one of the best versions you can ever play. And Bubble Bobble on the Game Gear is a really good port of Bubble Bobble. It's also on Game Boy. I think it's on the Sega Master System. So this game is all over the place. Even on MS-DOS too. Yeah, MS-DOS. So that's Bubble Bobble. And this is the game that I did on Root's Educating Them Some. Because he was so happy for me to play this game. Will I do it again for your birthday thing, Luke? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. So that is Bubble Bobble.
And Game Gear. We'll see what happens.
At number 8. Now at number 7 is Sonic the Hedgehog. And we're not talking about the Sega Genesis one. We're talking about the Game Gear one. That came out in 1991. And this was composed by the chiptune composer who was known for Revenge of Shinobi, the Streets of Rage soundtrack, and he also did a soundtrack to Super Adventure Island on the Super Nintendo. And his name is Yuzo Koshio or whatever. But he is a well-known 8 and 16-bit video game composer. He is my favorite. Oh, I know. He's my favorite. He's probably my favorite video game composer, and he composed the music to this game. And he did an outstanding job with Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna call it Yuzo K for short. That's his name. He's a Japanese composer, and he did the music for this game and many other great games on those platforms. And Sonic the Hedgehog is a good game on the Sega Game Gear, but I hate to break it up to you. Play the Genesis one instead. Don't play the Game Gear one. Although the music's pretty good. I like the music in it. So that's number 7. Alright, at number 6, I'll try to get my Japanese composers right. At number 6 is Tails Adventure. This game came out. Oh my God, the cat. This game came out in 1995, and now I'm gonna have a cat pestering me as we do the number 5 or number 6 or whatever. Tails Adventure came out, I believe, in 95, and this was a first game to have Tails in his own new adventure. Oh, hey, don't be cussing. Anyway, yeah, so Tails Adventure is a really cool game, and I have not played Tails Adventure, so I really can't tell you how good it is, but it's Tails Adventure, and yeah, and it has Tails as the main character. So that is Tails Adventure coming in at that number 6. Now we get to our top 5. And at number 5 of the top 10 World Weekly Game Gear games is Land of Illusion. And this is a game that's starring Mickey Mouse. And this is a portable game on the Game Gear. Again, I have not played this game, so I can't tell you how the game works. There's also Castle of Illusion on the Game Gear, though I like the Genesis one a lot more. So that is Land of Illusion, and that is at number 5. Alright, at number 4, we got to deal with Sonic Triple Trouble. Came out in 1994. This is a game that had Knuckles the Echidna, who is a playable character in Sonic & Knuckles on the Sega Genesis, which turns 25 next year, and Sonic & Knuckles is one of the greatest Sonic games ever made and my personal favorite of the Sonic franchise. And you can also play Knuckles in Sonic 3 and Knuckles in 1994 as well. And now you can play him. In the new Sonic Mania game, Sonic Mania Plus, available on Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. So Sonic Triple Trouble. What do I gotta say about it? It's kind of tough, but it's kind of easy if you know how to play it. So that's Sonic Triple Trouble, and you can't play as Knuckles. You can only play as Sonic or Tails, and that's about it. So that is Sonic Triple Trouble, and that is at number 4. Alright, now we get into the nitty-gritty with number 3. Number 3 we have is my favorite game of them all, Sonic Blast. I really like this game. This game's pretty good. Why do I put it at number 3? Well, it's not the best game by any means, but it's a good game. The music's pretty good, especially the Blue Marine level. It has an awesome water level soundtrack, but I don't like the level because I hate water levels in Sonic games because they're a pain in the butt, especially the Labyrinth Zone, which is a huge pain. But I do like the music. The music in the game is really good, and you can play as Knuckles for the first and only time in a Sonic Game Gear game. So if you want to play as Knuckles, Sonic Blast is the way to go. And that game, I believe, was the last game released in 1996, November 96. So I think this was the last game for the Sega Game Gear. And if you guys want to know, if you guys want to tell me what's the last Game Gear game, please let me know, because I don't know. I'm just thinking.
You don't know.
So anyway, that's Sonic Blast, and that comes in at number 3. Now at number 2, in our top 10 countdown, and number 2 is Columns. That comes packed with the Sega Game Gear. Columns is a answer to the highly hyped, successful game that I love to play because I'm a huge fan of this, and that is Tetris. And Columns is on the Sega Game Gear. And you know what, guys? I am not a master of Columns on the Game Gear. I am the master of Columns on the Sega Genesis, because that's where I get like 10 million points. I'm like, how do you come up with 10 million points? Do you cheat? No, I don't cheat, because it's just based on luck and trying to stay alive and you know, match the colors left and right, and that's how I can score big, like 10 million points, because I did that one time on the 25 days of Columns, where I scored 10 million plus points. That's how ridiculous it is, because that's why I'm the master of Columns. So that's number 2. And I wish we had the drum roll, but I don't have the drum roll effects. So let's see, what do I have here? Is this, oh, what is this? Oh, I don't want that. What is this? Okay. Well, there's my strike system. Does that count? No, of course not. No, it does not count. Okay, so I don't think I have the drum roll.
Bonfire.
What? Hey, did you cuss? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, I don't have the drum roll, so let's just skip the drum roll, because at number 1 in our top 10 countdown. Alright, Luke, you ready to see what's behind number 1? It's like, hey, Remix Plum, show us what's behind number 1. Curtain number 1.
Please do.
Alright, at number 1 is one of the greatest games of all time on the Game Gear, probably the best game ever. I present to you Sonic Chaos.
Oh boy.
Yep, and the only thing I am not a fan of is the game is too easy. But you know, Sonic games can be hard, but Sonic Chaos, it's an easy game. If you play as Tails, it makes the game extremely easy to play. If you play as Sonic, well, it's still an easy game. It's an easy game, and this game is probably the best Sega Game Gear game that you can ever play. So if there's a Sonic game you want to play on the Game Gear and you have a Game Gear, I would definitely play Sonic Chaos if I was you. Or Sonic Blast. Nothing wrong with that game either. So Sonic Chaos, Sonic Blast, Sonic Labyrinth, even though that game's garbage. So there's a lot of great games you can play on the Game Gear. It's just the battery life sucks at 4 to 5 hours, which is, oh my god, makes me want to barf. And just overall in detail, yeah, that's the top 10 Game Gear games, and that's all we have for the top 10 Game Gear stuff. Alright, Luke, over to you. We got done with the top 10.
Well, I'm going to screen share you some things, because it has to do with game segments. And then we're going to do something very important for very side.
And I'll be crunching on pork lines.
I'm going to be playing Trivia Gems for you guys. We had played games for previous episodes of Vlog Weekly. Now it's about time to play games. It's time now to play Trivia Gems, you know?
Uh-huh.
Let's do that. It's first time ever vlog weekly, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, trivia gems.
Sports, geography, food, music, business, and everything goes. Okay. Go with everything goes and use bar.
Here's your first set of questions.
Now what is this? 1978.
Here are the answers.
False, dang it. 19... Dang it, oh well. Not use sports first. Let's use
Okay,
sports.
get ready. Here they come.
Use...
Okay, here's how you did.
There we go.
Ready for a little brain spinning fun?
Business. Johnson and Johnson! Maybe next time. Crystal out. No.
Cross your fingers. Here. Well, you got 60 seconds. Okay, get ready. Here they come.
10 false. True.
And the answers are...
Hooray! True. No. See here.
Okay, at the moment of truth, let's look at the answers.
Me.
Now you have an opportunity to double your money. Well done.
Okay, I didn't wager all.
Here are the questions.
You have no idea. However,
Now let's see the answers.
Okay. What?
Great job. You climbed to the top step. The power jump. Your longest streak bonus is... Your trivia IQ bonus is... And your IQ ranking for this game is...
Smart.
Welcome to the bonus round.
Okay.
That one was.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well. Okay. 39,400.
Thanks for playing our online game. For even more fun, I hope you'll try out the download version of Trivia Gems. The download version has lots more features, more gameplay choices, championship games, full screen display, exciting options, and ice cream. Please click the download free trial button and give it a spin. Although I was only kidding about the ice cream.
Pat, come on. Anyways, we got the. Let's see if one game is up for grabs, and we're gonna do it anyway. Super Supreme time. We haven't done that in so many episodes of Vlog Weekly. Let's see what happens next on. Let's see. Opening this up. There we go. Yeah, it has no sound. I'm sorry, but anyway, play the Supreme. Okay. No 69 this game. Okay. 70, 52, there we go, and 8. 69, oh my god. Say 40, come on. 8, 28, there we go. And thoughts. Okay, there we go. Perfect. With the chest. Okay. That's a lot right here. Okay, I got this 42. That's a good thing. On the chest. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect win. Okay. Okay, okay, whatever. No, I lost all of it. Oh well. 24. 24, 36, 17, and 4. Wow, cool enough. 71, nope. Not gonna have that, but whatever. 9, nope. Let's see how this works. It's fine. 59, nope. See how this works. Yeah. 60, okay, whatever. Okay. See how this works out just fine. 6, 1, 3. I hope 15, 10 will be good enough. 10. Got 15, 20 left. 15 is all I have. I still have 20 left. Better than the last time, but whatever. Okay, game over. No perfect game. 137,684 points. Got 4 more games left. No 69 there. Oh, maybe not. 69, okay. Never mind. I failed at this. Never mind. So. Okay, 45. No. Okay. Three. There we go. Double attaching. Hooray. 70. Yeah. $39. Oh, and 32. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Oh, thank God. Free spin. Game over. Still have like 3 more games left. 69. Oh my God. Okay. Shape like an L or something. 6. Nope. 8. 1. There we go. Boy, nope. There we go. Away. There we go. Perfect. 13. Yay. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Okay, we got. Yeah, protection. Got. Okay, no perfect game. We got 2 more games left. That's cool. No 69 now. 11. There we go. Alright, 16, 39. Okay, we got this out of the way. Okay. And 21. Yes, I got it. Let's see. 31. Got it. 45. Okay. No. 29. Like, 6. I got 4 more numbers left. Okay, there we go. Got 1,000,000 points again. Boy. 53. Now we're gonna do this. Oh, okay. 54. There we go. 40 and 56 is all I have left. There we go. 56. Now I need now is 40. Yeah, I got 40. Perfect game for the fourth game, and all we have to do now is play it with the fifth game, and I'll be done. But once I'm done, I'll have one more game after this is over, and then I'll be done with this. And I'll be done with this topic here, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, like, let's just get this out of the way. 69. Oh my god! But we still have until like 7 o'clock because we don't have much time here because apparently Branden has his vlog weekly till fading around like 7ish or 65ish because vlog weekly didn't have much time here. Okay, 54. Nope, 61. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Okay, yippee. There we go. Perfect. 34. Then 20. Then 69. Oh my god. But 69. Come on, there we go. Perfect. Not responding to me. 7. Then we got 25 and come on. Okay, there we go. 50. Found the mystery. Hooray. Okay, there we go. 49. Perfect. And we got 6, 22. There we go. All I need now is 44, 8, 26. Okay, there we go. All I need now is 8, 27, 44. All I need now is to spend for 44, and I'm done. Come on, 44, 34. Come on now. 34, 44, 44. There we go. Got it. Hooray. Okay. Now that will be the total of 620,400 points. That's the end of our single games right now. Right now we got this thing out of the way and see what time it is. It's already 6:13 and it's almost time for the end vlog weekly. But before we go, let's do open MU topics. I haven't done this in the vlog weekly show. That's something we can do before vlog really ends. Well, we haven't done this in the Friday show, my Friday show, but we're gonna discuss this anyway. And that is, of course, I'm not gonna play longer games. That'd be too long to play. Let's say this example. How about that? Oh, I missed it. Things category. $500, almost there to 1,000. Really? Hey. $1,000. Hooray. And that's $4. An R? 3 R's. Oh. I'm gonna buy a vowel, A. Buy a vowel, E. There's one E. Wow. $700. See that funny? $150? Are you kidding me? An N. There's an N. There we go. I'd like to buy an I. Oh my god, I lose money. Oh well. $700? One C. I'd like to buy an O. 3 O's, wow. Oh, I know what it is. Got it. $600. 30. 3 T. That is extremely harsh. That makes me want me to buy E. 3. Three A's. I'm going to buy an I. Really? I'll have to buy an O then. Buy you? Whatever you. Okay. Oh, I know what this is. Better spend one more time. $1,000. B. B. This is. $3,000. Let's go. Speedo. Lose a turn? Really? Balls worth nothing, cost to me worth $800 a piece. T. 2 S's. Is there an R? Okay. Silver anniversary, I know what this is. Yes, I got it. 7,000. $7,000. Let's go. Let's use a bedroom suite. Cool enough. Oh wow! Let's use R S T L N and E. Something association. I know the first to last word is, but not the other words. I'm gonna have a lifeline. I don't know. Something Federation. Okay. Something to do with wrestling. I know what this is, but it has to do with WWE. I may have to solve it real fast, you know? Hold on one sec. Give me one more. No. It does not have to do with it. Somebody can help me on this one? Yeah. Yeah, I may have to pause it right there and figure out what to know what it is. I'll save it for later. But for now, Except for one other topic I have to think of right now, I'm gonna give it one last taste of the butt of this, and we're gonna call it quits for Vlog Weekly. But for now, I don't know what else to say about this episode. Sorry, but that's just me. Let's just say how long this upload's gonna take. Well, I'm gonna say that's all, folks, on that one. I don't know how long he's gonna upload this reaction video is gonna take. Let me see. Let's see what that video's about before we wrap up Vlog Weekly. Give me one moment. It's gonna take me like a few moments, and we'll wrap up Vlog Weekly. And it's gonna load anytime now. I know it has some problems with the parts, but it just overlags, some parts when we wrap up Vlog Weekly. But you know what? I'm just gonna wait until someone else trying to get ready to upload. Okay, let me check on L4GSTV and see what time he has to do this. If I was at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Central Standard Time, but whatever. But anyway, I'm not wasting any time. I'm just gonna wrap it up right here and thinking about stop sharing at this point. But you know what? Screw this. I'm wanted to close up shop for this bang anyway. But anyway, the first thing is well, folks, just a reminder. I'm just gonna get ready to get started for this whole entire thing. Once we have any next two Vlog Weekly, and then hopefully 96 will get better in my segment parts than it was to 95, because I already did my game segments, and while we wait on Alex to upload his thing, I just don't know what's going on, But anyways, I'm gonna wrap up right here. This is Jared saying goodbye. Peace out, baby. Back to Branden, Plumley, whole entire thing.
Thank you, Luke. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you, Luke, for this amazing episode of Vlog Weekly. Let me mute the Mac audio capture. And so again, thank you, Luke, for stopping in. And like I said, guys, that was a fun 3 hours at most. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have to end it right here. So again, guys, coming up on 96, well, we got a lot of stuff we're gonna go over, plus the mini review of Christopher Robin, plus another new top 10, and all that other fun stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and see what I am about to do next, as we roll away with Vlog Weekly number 96. And hopefully, at the very end of this episode, guys, I'm hoping that I didn't get any frame rate drops and all that other stuff. Yeah, so I did get some drop frames, but hey, I'm still in the green, so I did get 503 drop frames, but that's okay, because I'm streaming it all on Ethernet, and I am still in the green. So you guys can check me out on Tumblr. It's WeMutsPlum.tumblr.com. Cartoon Explosion, you can check that out on Facebook and Tumblr. Check out my new song again, The Ballad of Poppy. It's on Soundcloud, and please listen to it for you all, and it's all going to be in great fun. So anyway, guys, I will see you all tomorrow for Hanging with Mitz Plum episode 74, as I will address what happened on episode 73 and all the other stuff you need to know about. So for Luke Jeffers and everybody of Vlog Weekly, I am Branden Plumley, aka Remitz Plum, saying so long, and we will see you all next week for Vlog Weekly number 96. Only 4 more to go before I hit that 100 mark. See you all then, and have a great Friday night. And me and Luke will do it again for you all next week. So we'll see you all next week for episode number 96. This is Branden Plumley saying good night.